want to speak.
No, I asked
I am
Adam a
not a
question,
Christian.
please.
I
Adam, are
am
you a
not a
believer?
Christian. I want
Do
my
you believe in the
turn.
Bible, Adam?
Can I
Sasha,
speak, please?
I'm
Richard, can I
Sasha,
speak like I'm not
and yeah,
Christian? Can I
I'm
You
trying to
think
get
this
I'm
was
trying to
Christian
get you the
behavior,
floor, dude.
Adam? Adam, do you
I'm
think this
trying
was
to get you
Christian
the
behavior?
floor,
can
and
I
I
get
will
my
get you
can
the
I
floor.
get my
I
can I
will
get
not
my
be.
turn? Can I
Yeah,
get my turn of speaking?
you're going to get your turn once I make it clear to Witsit. I'm not answering that question until you've had your turn. Okay, so
Okay.
off you
Will
go, my
deny
friend.
him 3 times. It's 1.
Can I
Okay.
go now?
Can I just quickly explain? Wait,
No, you
just
cannot. You can go after me, Witsit, because
okay, man. Okay, man.
yeah, okay, man. Because Witsit, how old are you?
Well, it doesn't matter.
It's matter for me because you
I'm
said
I'm
something.
30. I'm 32. I'm 32.
Okay, okay. I know.
Really, Sasha, you might cut out. You've cut in to force your way into the airwaves, and now you're cutting out.
He's actually fine. I didn't cut out for me.
Yeah. Go ahead, man. What's going on? What's going on, man?
Okay.
You've been talking crazy about me in the chat, man.
Because I know you. I know you
How
for
do you
3
know me?
years. I spoke with you many times, my friend.
You spoke with me where?
I'm Sasha on 24/7
Okay,
million.
yeah. Okay, what's up? What's up?
Is that okay with it?
That's
I
how he
told you
knows
many,
you.
I gave you many compliments about you going on the street. Do you remember that?
Vaguely, yes. What's up?
Okay, what's up? That means don't put in your mouth for other people what they are thinking. If you are thinking that I'm in some cult of Nathan cult, don't put in your sentences like a verse. These people are that about like this. It's not about people. It's about argument. And your argument, your. I will tell you why 32 years, and I will treat you like this little boy because I'm 53. Doesn't matter. I feel like a 30. I could be with your age, but for me, you are now a little boy. Why? Because it was not about anything else, only about arguments in this case. And you and whoever put you in that throne of very important person in, let's say, Planet community, and you took that part, and it's very sweet. Okay, it's good. I don't know, whatever you want to do, But your argument about is this, and I will tell you very simply we will kill somebody for the gravity because they cannot prove that. But you, my friend, you proving ether in one sentence. Do you understand that?
Dude, I don't
Do you
understand what
understand what I am
you're
saying?
asking.
We will
Yes,
kill the
we
heliocentric.
You,
I will tell you.
dude, why are you?
Sasha, you got to stop.
I will repeat
Sasha,
again.
hold on.
Bruh.
You got to stop, Sasha.
I will repeat.
Calm down, man. Like, are you asking me to prove
I will.
ether in one sentence right now? Is that what you're saying?
No, I will repeat again. You didn't understand. You will kill this heliocentric person, that means glober, when we'll start to speak about Newtonian or Einsteinian gravity, whatever. You will say this is conceptual, whatever. But your
Yes.
ether will be proved physically in one sentence. And that is the fact. Is
Okay.
that correct?
Okay. It'll be. Are you asking me if it's the same as the conceptual nature of the stuff I critique on the other side? There
Do you
is.
have
Please do not interrupt me. Okay, I have
the
been
final
very
question
honest
will
about.
the
Stop,
final,
bro. Like you can't
no,
help yourself, man.
yeah, I
This is
can
what
help
women do. This
I,
is literally what women do,
no,
Right,
don't
bro.
be a
Witsit, stop.
boy. Don't be a boy.
Witsit, hold on, both. Witsit and Sasha, please stop.
Yeah,
Witsit and
Brian,
Sasha, can you both
Brian,
stop?
please. It's
Stop.
final
Sasha,
question.
stop.
It's final
Stop.
question.
Stop. That
Nathan,
means stop.
Please. Nathan,
Stop.
please.
No, I've got to take control of you. Now,
Okay.
Witsit put a question to
It's out
you.
of order.
Brian, please, I've got to take charge. Witsit put
That's
a
what I'm
question
trying to
to
do,
you
mate.
to clarify your position and then wouldn't let you answer it. So Witsit carried on and then started calling you a bleeding woman. You asked him to clarify his position, Witsit. So he started clarifying it and then you started talking through him.
Okay. Well, he supposedly clarified it, and he just said the same. I guarantee you, no one else in this room knows what he's asking me either.
Okay.
So
I know what he
I
asked.
want to ask you a final question. Do you
I've been sitting
have
here for
any...
3 hours, dude. What's
Okay.
up, man? What's your question? Can you say it coherently?
Okay. Two questions. Do you have any empirical proof for gravity?
No. What are you talking about?
Okay, good. The second question. Do you have any empirical proof for the ether?
No.
Thank you.
Okay, because
That's
now
all.
let me speak. Thank you. Okay, so empirical means testable, observable, repeatable, falsifiable. My position on the ether
Real,
is a logic.
real,
Please.
real. Right. So at that point, dude,
Do you see how I would
no,
intellectually destroy
because
each
that's
and
the
every one of
point.
you? That's why you have to
The
censor
point.
me.
You'll
destroy nothing.
know
I would
longer.
intellectually destroy
Well,
all of you.
I'm
That's
gonna
why you
keep
have to
going.
interrupt
You
me.
are
I'm
not
gonna keep going
capable of
till I
doing
get
any
the
of
mic.
those things.
I'm Neil. We're ready. Right. So, Neil, give me a second. After that testimony, do you understand, Witsit, why we don't want to speak to you?
I just
Yeah?
quoted QE's definition of empirical
No,
verbatim, and then you
just told
corrected
us
me.
what a duplicitous
No, don't want to
stroke
repeat
are.
on that.
buddy. Hey,
You're
is QE still
pimping
in here?
something you
QE's
have
the one
no
that taught me
evidence
that
for.
definition. QE's the one
You're
that taught me that
disgraceful.
definition.
Nobody corrected you
Right,
on that,
right,
you dumb shit.
right.
Yeah. Yes, he did. He
There's
started
no,
screaming,
there's no
real.
empirical evidence
Witsit,
Listen, what's
of
going on here? Hang on
empiricism
one
or
second.
logic or God or any.
we'll
So
Okay.
just
these all these
comment
things you would
and
have
then
to
we'll
you'd
come
have to
back.
discount
Hey,
logic.
One
can I
moment.
explain my
What's going on
position?
here?
Maybe.
No,
Like,
no,
why is
Nobody
it? Why is it?
wants
no,
to
Adam,
know
you
no, you
your
got to
can't. I'm
position,
going to
Adam,
take,
you
boy.
got
I'm
to
taking
talk
control
about
of this whole
me.
Right.
situation. It's a mess. Hang on,
Right.
I'm taking
Okay, guys,
control
I'm
of
not
this.
going to
Hang
scream
on,
to
it's a mess.
speak.
I don't need you.
Right.
I'm going to
Just a
speak.
pair of us
No,
keep
Adam.
going
No,
until
Adam.
one of us has got it. Yeah,
No,
I'm
just
not
then
going to
you've got
scream
it,
to
off you go.
speak,
no.
man.
I know
I'm
he's still
taking
going,
control of this
Brian. Me and
situation.
you.
No,
Me and
because
you.
the
Holy
same thing is
crap.
happening over
Me
and
and
over
you.
again.
Good, Brian. Me and you.
You're not helping me,
Me,
Adam.
Brian. Me
The
and you
same thing
until
is happening
Witsik's
over.
done.
You're being selfish.
No, I'm not.
What's
Listen to what I
happening?
just.
No, what's
Brian.
happening?
Brian.
You're not
I
helping me, Adam.
said me and you're not listening just for 1 minute. I said
I
me
don't
and
need to
you
listen. I need you to listen to me for a
listen
second.
to what I just said to you. I
No,
said
you need to
me
listen to
and
me.
you. I said me and you until Witsit's done, and then over to you. And now Witsit's quiet. So over
No,
to you.
Okay, can I just quickly
I
explain my
didn't need that.
position?
No, no,
No,
Witsit,
me
no,
and Brian
no,
until Witsit's done, and then over to Brian. I know Brian
no.
didn't get it. Witsit, you're cheeky because I know you got it. Over to
Yeah, but I don't
Brian.
think it's funny because I've
No,
sat
me and
here
One moment.
Brian.
One
Me
for
and
moment.
three
Brian
What's
till
hours.
happening
Adam,
Witsit's
here?
done.
you're not a
What's
Christian,
Me and
buddy.
happening
You're
Brian.
not a
here?
real Christian,
Me and
dude.
Brian. Me and
Hang
Brian.
on.
Me and
See,
Brian. Until
Adam,
Wit.
please,
Buddy,
will
this is
you
not how Christians
please,
Because
behave,
he's
Adam.
still
will you
talking.
please, Adam, allow me to
You're not.
speak? What's happening here, Adam, Neil?
All right, you
What's
shout
happening
over him.
here?
Right, all
What's
yours. All yours.
happening
Adam,
here?
Adam,
What's
you and
happening?
Neil are
Let me
What's
causing
know where
audio
Jesus
chaos.
treated people
This
like
is
this.
just
Maybe I can go
absolutely
read it.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
What's
Adam that's
happening
not.
here?
It's Adam doing it, and Neil. Just all of
I
you.
know. Yeah. Just leave me speak. What's happening here is Witsit is trolling all of us. And you're
That's
not
a
seeing
lie.
it. You're falling straight into it. There he is again. These red herring after red herring after red herring. So Witsit, that's all you've got.
How is that a red herring?
You're just a load of red. You're constantly throwing
Someone
out things
asked
for
me.
people to
Someone
chase.
asked me if I had empirical
Constantly
evidence of
throwing out
ether,
things for
and
people
I
to
answered
chase.
it directly. How's it a red
No,
herring?
you're constantly throwing out things for people to chase. When
How
Sasha,
is it a red herring?
when you asked Sasha to clarify, when he went to clarify, you started insulting him.
No,
That's
that's
a
not
red
what
herring.
happened.
That's
That's
a
not
red
a red
herring.
herring, dude.
That
Stay
is
in
a
your
red
lane,
herring.
buddy. You don't
That is a
understand fallacies.
My
Okay.
lane. Oh, so I'm not one of the famous flat earthers. Is that what you're saying?
No, I didn't say that. No, I said you don't
That's what you're
comprehend
saying.
fallacies. You
That's
should
what
maybe
you're
stay in your
implying.
lane.
That's
Okay.
what's my lane? What's my lane?
Brian, can
What's my
I
lane?
state my position,
What's,
please?
what's my lane?
Not pretending to understand fallacies you don't.
What's my lane?
Not accusing
Yeah, you
people of
don't have
fallacies you
yeah,
don't
it was
comprehend.
a red herring, another
Oh,
red herring.
okay, now listen.
Yeah.
He asked me, "Do I have empirical evidence of the ether?" I answered it directly with a single. Why are you interrupting immediately? This is a game
yes
that
or no?
women do.
Yeah, he
Yes or
did,
no?
bro. He answered it pretty succinctly.
I said no,
What did he
and
say?
then I said no.
Right.
Okay,
There's
and
nothing to
then
talk about then.
okay, though cool. There's nothing to talk about. Then you should go on mute. That's awesome.
No, maybe you should just shut up and go
But
your way.
Hold on a second, Brian.
is answering a yes
Brian, you
or
have
no
had your turn.
question
Hold
with
on,
a yes
everyone
or a
else,
no
please,
a red
please,
herring?
please. Yeah, Brian, you got your turn. Yeah, Adam's point was.
Yeah, I did, but I had to deal with a bit of nonsense.
Okay, look, that's not a red herring. If someone asks me a yes or no question, I answer directly with a yes or no. I offered further explanation as to what my actual position is, and I feel like I've been very clear about this, and it's being misrepresented. I do not claim that I can scientifically
Nobody
prove
asked.
ether. I do not even, please stop. I do not even consider it
Nobody
a
asked.
scientific
Do you want to just hear
question.
me out for a
I do
second,
not even
Witsit?
consider it a scientific question
Witsit, do you want to just hear me out
because
for one sec?
empirical.
Witsit,
Oh,
before you
God.
go into your diatribe. You didn't
A
listen to Adam.
Yes, he is,
diatribe?
Nathan.
Okay, thank
Yes, he
you,
is.
Neil, and thank you, Brian, who got his turn unimpeded. Yeah, Witsit, nobody asked because it's the end of the discussion. That was Adam's point. Okay, you can't empirically validate it. That's it. That's the end.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. This goes to show though that your entire critique is built on a straw man, because I will readily concede that I cannot scientifically prove ether. There are actually people, there are ether proponents that disagree with me on this, that push back on me against this, and I disagree with them. Just like I've argued against all the people that say that proof of ether is that light travels through it and that there must be a medium to allow it to travel through. I've argued with them for years, long before I had a discussion with you about that. Okay, this is my position, dude. Is something to be empirical, it has to be observable, testable, repeatable, and falsifiable. Ether is not that, right? I don't even know what ether is, and I will give you an understanding of what I think it is. It's a framework of interpretation. I think it's a primary substrate. People then say substrate, substance. Oh, that's
Nobody
material.
asked.
It's like,
Nobody asked.
can you please stop? Can you
No,
please
because nobody
stop?
asked. Nobody asked.
So my
Stop.
let
Yes,
me
can
say
you
one
stop?
more thing.
I
Man.
listen to you. Are you going to just, is it non-stop verbal diarrhea indefinitely, or do I get to talk to you?
I'm recapping 4
I didn't ask you
hours
to
of straw
recap.
mans in
Nobody
less
did.
than 30
It's just like
seconds,
you're on
dude.
your little evangelical tip that everyone wants to hear. You're like the Jehovah's Witness at the door that won't fucking shut up. Nobody asked. We got what we asked for. Can you prove it? No. Yeah,
Okay,
that's it.
you can logically
Is
prove
it just
it. You
me, or
can
is he now into his
logically
Jehovah's Witness chanting
can-
through me? I
No, you
heard
can
you, and you
listen to-
suggest now you
listen,
can't shut
you
up.
can
You're like a
logically-
woman.
you
This
can
is what women do.
No, women and
Yeah, this is what women do. This is you just causing audio chaos rather than shutting up. Nobody
I'm not
asked
causing
you
the audio
to justify
chaos,
your
dude.
bullshit position. Nobody asked you to talk about frameworks, but you're still doing it like a bleeding Jehovah's Witness that can't shut up. Now I'm
Oakley,
talking,
can you
and you
prove
are
something,
still
yes or no?
perpetually being that
Oakley,
woman that you
Oakley.
claim we were by talking through me, causing chaos like
you
a little
logically
bitch.
prove something,
So
yes
you're
or
that
no?
bitch, aren't you, Witsit? You're that bitch you were describing earlier when you said we're women when we do this.
Nathan, why are you so bitter
Shut him
and
up.
jealous? It's pathetic.
Whoever starts talking, there's going to be people muted if I don't get my time to talk, because Witsit's decided that we're going to hear his logical framework.
You're gonna be
Nobody
muted,
asked,
GM.
and Witsit's not going to hear me telling him it.
We're gonna
I'm talking
mute
to
everyone that
Witsit.
disagrees with
It's
us.
everybody else here going to chime up while I talk to Witsit.
Nathan,
White
you
Knights.
bloody
Talking to
pissed your
Witsit,
cunt.
you're
Like
just
White
berating
Knights.
me and not letting me
Like
speak.
White Knights, just want to make one summary. Yeah, if you can't prove it, we couldn't give two shits about your explanation.
I can
for something
prove
you-
it.
There's
I
him
can prove
chanting
it.
through me like a woman again. The woman he accused us of being with his projection that he keeps faltering on. That's projection
make
number
baby
2.
show.
Projection number 3. Keep projecting that woman-like nature you cast on us while your White Knights defend you. I'll try again. If you can't prove it, we couldn't give a shit about anything you have to say, Witsit. Meanwhile, you told me personally that it had to travel through something, proving ether, making you a demonstrable liar. Because no, that wouldn't be proving ether, as we've got recordings of you telling me explicitly. Now, this opening gambit that I'm going to respond to, regardless of your constant woman-like projected chanting that you're going to do through me, was to open up by saying you tell people regularly that that is not the position, that ether isn't proven by light traversing the medium of a vacuum. That's how you opened this discussion now. You told me that, you lying bastard. You did. You took that position with me. What are you going to do? Tell me
Nathan,
you
are you
didn't
bloody
tell me
pissed,
that?
you cunt?
Shut the White Knight up. You're going to lie to my face when it was you that took that position with me. We've played it multiple times tonight.
Okay. So I never said I couldn't prove it. I said I could not empirically prove it. You can logically prove things. I'll give you a few examples.
I didn't ask for any. I didn't ask for any. I didn't ask
you're
for
about to
any.
get destroyed.
Didn't ask for this. This is non-responsive.
Someone's getting
It's non-responsive.
Someone's
Didn't ask for any comparisons in logic.
Someone's getting
Nobody asked for this, and I'm getting
nervous,
chanted through by White Knights, it seems, while I tell Witsit and
No, you're
object.
chanting through me. Okay.
I'm objecting. Yeah, I'm objecting.
No. Oh, there's a difference.
Stuttery, I'm objecting to you, and you don't like it, so you're going to continue regardless and call me a woman.
I object to you.
You're going to call me a woman?
Speaking out of emotion.
No, I'm telling him that I object because I didn't ask for a logical framework comparison. He won't let me make my objection. It seems like the woman won't tolerate the objection.
I just let you get your whole.
No, you're just not letting me object. You think that I want you to continue with your verbal diarrhea diatribe of comparison in logic for proof. I didn't ask for that. What I told you, and now he's doing his woman-like chanting to he won't tolerate the objection. No objections are allowed in your echo chamber, it seems, Witsit. I'm objecting and you won't tolerate it. You're projecting your woman-like fear of you rumpusing when I object. I've made 3 attempts to object to your shit in comparative terms, but you want your diatribe to continue regardless of objection, don't you, zealot?
Are you going to articulate a substantive objection, or are you just crying like a girl?
Yeah, we want empirical, demonstrable proof of that which you claim, and you don't have that. And because you don't have it, you're going to... And there's the woman-like chanting through the objection for the 4th time, you coward. So you don't want to hear the objection then, coward?
You just said your objection, buddy. I heard.
No, you chanted through it. No, you chanted through it like the bitch that you projected onto me. You chanted through the objection. You asked me to clearly clarify it, and as I did so, you started talking. Because you're a bitch, the one that you projected onto us at the beginning of this discussion. You also lied and didn't address it. That's why I'm objecting. My main reason for objecting is because I put it to you that you specifically used that standard of light traversing a medium to me. And I'm pointing out that you suggesting that you've argued against that for years is a demonstrable lie. And you now launching into your standard. There's him objecting through the 5th time as a bitch. Hey, you don't seem to like the objection. You don't seem to like the fact that I'm steering it back onto his lie. And now we've got White Knights, no doubt, helping him out in the fact that he's trying to steer away from the lie. What's going on?
Talk about
cowards.
You're just trying to talk.
Cowards. I've made 5 attempts to make this objection. The objection being that his lie, that he's fought against people that use the standard he personally used with me, is being obfuscated away with his comparison standards that I didn't ask for. That was where I objected. And here we are 5 minutes later with a lot of chanting bitch-like behaviour from Witsit while he tries to overcome the fact I'm putting this objection to him. I object. I put it to you. You used that standard that you suggested at the beginning of your verbal diarrhea. 6 attempts to make the objection. 6 attempts. What a coward. Witsit's a total coward bitch. 6 attempts to make the objection. He knows damn well that I'm steering him onto the lie. The fact that he put that standard to me, and yet here he is claiming that he spent years fighting against it. What, the standard you put to me? Liar.
Okay, so you've repeated that point like 10 times. I get your point. We don't need you to object and repeat it again. So I offer you a $50,000 bet, and let me make it clear. I will give you $50,000. Neil, shut up. I will give you $50,000. You only hey, listen.
Didn't ask for a 50 grand bet. I asked him to justify his lie. No, not going to get it. Another tactic. Another little Witsit tactic, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Witsit tells me about a 50,000 bet I'm going to be taking, rather than addressing the fact that he put that standard to me.
Can I please complete a sentence? So
no, you were asking me about a 50,000 bet when I put a lie that you said you defended against for years, with people saying that they would use the standard of light traversing a medium of a vacuum to prove that there's got to be something for it traversing. You put that to me, Witsit.
Yes, that is a lie, and I will give you $50,000. And if I'm right, you only have to give me $5,000. Because you just claimed when I said that I've been saying it for years, including long before our conversation.
You said it to me. You said it to me.
$50,000.
You said it to me.
You
said it to me.
Take the bet. Take the bet. Shh.
We have the audio of you claiming that.
Okay, cool. So he should take the bet then, shouldn't he?
So this is the work of Satan, making bets rather than conceding his deceitful, disingenuous lie, where he put that standard to me to suggest that there's got to be something for it to be travelling through. He's at the beginning of his gambit, 3rd time's a charm, he'll probably interrupt. There's his life. There it is. There it is. 7 times a bitch. So you put that standard to me, and now it's a bet. No, you just lied. You said you were arguing against people who put that standard to people. You were one of them. You put it to me, personally. 7 times.
Okay, I did put it to you, and the reason that I put it to you was exactly what the other person articulated, which was that I temporarily and tactically conceded that point for intents and purposes because the specific point that I
You
was
weren't
making
conceding
is
it.
about the.
You were claiming it.
Please
You weren't
stop.
conceding Jack, you lying little shit. You were claiming it. How are you conceding it when you were putting it forward as a positive claim? That's not
You see how he
conceding.
has to censor me because
You weren't conceding. You were positively claiming it. That's a lie. Another lie.
Okay.
So it's lies on lies. So I was tactically conceding something when I put it to me, you, Witsit, put it to Nathan, that it was proven because it's got to have something to travel through, was you tactically conceding. You got to lie to be a ether-believing
why wouldn't you just-
scumbag
look,
zealot who's chanting through me, summarising his lie. Yeah, he's lying again. No, you weren't tactically conceding, Jack. You made the positive claim that ether was proven because it had to have something to travel through. That was your positive claim. You weren't conceding,
yes.
Jack.
No, I did make that positive claim, and if you will just let me say my thing, if I'm lying, I'll give you unimpeded time to explain why I'm lying. I'm just being honest. So in my mind, I thought that you believed in like photons, for example, and then whether or not light travels is a pretty deep, complex position and discussion. I didn't want that to detract away from the point I actually wanted to make, which is what I consider the strongest logical evidence for there being a background. So what I did was just say, what's the light traveling through? Because I did not want to debate about whether or not light travels, as so you could clamp on that as a tactical way to obfuscate away from my actual point. And guess what has happened anyway? Ironically, 5 years later, you're still doing that. You're clamping on the light traveling discrepancy, and you're not addressing the actual argument. That is what happened. I said it in the Discord right after I left the conversation with you. I said it on my very next live stream, and I have said that light does not travel 1,000 times. I said it for years, including long before I had a discussion with you. That has been my position for many, many years. I just didn't want to debate whether or not light travels because it's non sequitur and inconsequential to the point of the logical evidence for ether. And that's what I was trying to bring to your attention, which is regardless of if it's traveling, it's not traveling, it's waving, or if you think waves are actual things, right? It's that there is something in that chamber because nothing cannot exist. That is my position. You understand? It's just a logical evidence. And the reason.
Are you saying, Witsit, that the light that's in an interferometer is not moving?
Well, I didn't say it's not moving. I said it's not
it is moving. So here we go. The double speak fuckwit lies begin again. So now he's saying, I'm not saying it isn't moving. That would mean it is moving. So he's now reverting to his original position that it is moving.
Yeah.
No. Waving is a type. What waving is a type of waving is a type of motion.
Just unsubscribe from Witsit. Just cut him out of your life. Don't subscribe to him. Definitely don't give him any money. Don't believe in his bullshit anymore. He's just a total liar. He is more than happy to now retake the position that light's moving again.
Okay, very, very simply, I don't believe that light travels from point A to point B.
So interferometry in the Michelson-Morley's then fucked then, right?
No. The interpretation, which is built upon the assumption of light traveling point A to point B, is incorrect.
Oh, so when we assume light does travel,
that doesn't mean that the actual.
So when you assume light does travel, you make your example with interferometry and Michelson-Morley. When you assume it does travel, right?
Wait, you're saying I can't use an interferometer?
Oh, so I'm saying that you are saying that you can't say it does travel and doesn't travel simultaneously. Yeah, I'm calling you a fuckwit liar and asking you to get the fuck out of my community, you disingenuous lying bastard. You're here lying about whether or not you can use it. Well, if I need to use an example that does have light traveling, are you telling me that I can't? Yeah!
Oh.
You lying little shit! Yeah, what, now that you need it to be moving in interferometry examples, can you not do that when you take a position that it doesn't fucking move and doesn't fucking travel? Yeah, that makes you the disingenuous scumbag fuckwit liar that we've proven here multiple times, Witsit. Fuck off out of our community. Are you not listening to me, son? You're talking through me rather than taking my demand. Fuck off. Stop talking, fuckwit. Stop talking. Stop talking.
You just monologue
Witsit.
and repetitively and
yeah, that's what you're going to do to rumpus me.
Vocabulary skills to try to pretend you're speaking of something. Please.
You're going to shut up eventually?
Read a dictionary.
Diarrhea of the mouth won't shut up. I'm telling you to fuck off out of our community. And what you're going to do, as I tell you, is rumpus me. Yeah? You've just proven that when you need to suggest that light will be travelling, you asked me, is it wrong for you to do that? Yeah, it proves you are a liar, Witsit. So it's going to be travelling for the Michelson-Morley because you need it to hypothetically be moving in that example. Yet you're a disingenuous... and there he is. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. This is what people do when they're caught lying.
Why do you guys support this guy?
This is why they're caught lying. What they'll do. Squirm.
One
What
second.
he does is like we're supposed to just sit here and watch them monologue and pause between things.
That's his rebuttal, by the way. Your monologuing is a rebuttal to me saying, yeah, you now need to use the light that is travelling when we've spent a whole show with him defending only moments earlier that he spent years telling people that light doesn't travel in the example that proves ether. Years fighting against it. But, oh yeah, but what, is it wrong for me to describe light as travelling now, he asks?
Oakley, I'm only interjecting when you pause, and then you jump back in to pretend you weren't done yet, and that somehow I was...
That's non-responsive, so it's another non sequitur. Yeah, we've caught him in his lie. He's just asked me if it's okay for him to use light travelling in his Michelson-Morley example, and this is the non sequitur response that we get in reply, saying that he's only talking when I'm pausing. Who gives a shit when you're talking? We caught you lying, you scumbag.
Okay, so are you claiming that I cannot invoke interferometric measurement unless I believe like...
No, Witsit, I'm saying you're a liar because now you need light to be travelling in a Michelson-Morley example and you asked me if that was wrong to do so and now you're rumpusing me with your light wide open, mic wide open, talking while I'm pointing out why I'm pointing out you're a liar. You just asked me if it wasn't okay for you to describe light as travelling. Yeah, definitely, because it proves you're a liar, Witsit. I'm not pausing, I haven't taken a breath, but there's Witsit's light flashing, because of course he needs to talk through the overt example of his lie when asking me if it's okay for light to be travelling in a hypothetical example where light must be travelling. Yeah, Witsit, that's what makes you a liar. Do you not comprehend this? Tell me how you fight against people who basically tell you that light does travel and how you'd fight against them, Witsit. Tell me that again.
Let me ask Brian the question. Hey, Brian.
No, don't squirm away to Brian. Tell me how you fight against the people who tell you that light must travel. Tell us that again, Witsit. Hold on, Brian. I'm not done with him.
Do you agree this
is
chaotic
Brian, please, you're not helping. I'm not done with him. Brian, I'm not done with him, and I'm not going to let go, Brian. Come on. Yield.
But listen, Oakley, is audio...
No, Oakley, me. You have just told me that you will be using examples with light that's travelling and asked me if it wasn't okay to do that. That's the example of you being a disingenuous liar that will change your rhetoric at will to make your bullshit point without empirical proof that you're happy to admit. You're a disingenuous scumbag liar who constantly interrupts when I point out your overt lie. You asked me if it's not okay for you to use examples with light that travels. Yet you've just told us earlier, here he goes with this interruption, that you've spent years fighting against the people who do exactly that. So do you spend years fighting against those people, Witsit, or would it not be okay for you to use examples with light that travels? Yet you're a fuckwit liar, and I'm telling you to get the fuck out of my community of Flat Earth, because you're nothing but a scumbag liar who needs to interrupt when he gets the demands based on his lies. I'm demanding you fuck off because I've proven you're a liar. You've just done it again.
You've interrupted... Dude, think about how ironic it is, and when you're the one that interrupts me every time that I speak.
Non-responsive. I point out that 1 minute light's not being traversing and travelling and he fights against it. Then he's asking me if it's not okay to use it, and the response is this.
Why does no one else in the room check him for his blatant hypocrisy where he cries about me interrupting him, and every time I speak, he...
That is another non-responsive reply. Crying about not speaking, non-responsive. I've pointed out your disingenuous lie. I've pointed out how it being asked of me if it's okay for you to have light travelling isn't a response that's going to be tolerated with you now rumpusing that fact, talking through me highlighting it with Adam not helping.
I know I'm pointing out, Nathan, that was just a complete falsehood, what he just did.
Yeah, but come on, no.
What was interesting is that this young man decided to attack my Christianity.
That's
Did
right.
you hear that?
That's right.
Yeah. Wow.
You're not a real believer,
Off
Adam.
you go. Oi, who are you, little man, to attack my Christianity?
My name's Austin. What's it?
You're a joke.
Okay,
and
well,
have
Adam, you
no
know what? I probably shouldn't say. I
comprehension
shouldn't. I
of
take it back, Adam. I
Christianity
apologize and take
for
it
a
back.
little man
You're right.
like
Hey, Adam, I
you.
apologize.
See, what he's now doing is, while Adam points out what a wanker he is and how disgusting he's been, he's going to rumpus Adam trying to point that out to him. So in the middle of Adam pointing out how big a scumbag he is, he's chanting through him with his apology.
Christianity, you little scrote
You have
of a
stated that
person.
will
You see,
not
they even do it to each
pathetic.
other. They even
You
interrupt each
continue
other.
to
They like.
demonstrate how pathetic you are, Witsit. You are a little scrote.
Look, three
And
of them
you
are
are
talking at the same
demonic.
time right now.
You are a demonic little scrote.
Okay, Adam,
Because
listen,
you
listen, listen,
invoke
listen. I'm
the
sorry.
name of
Adam, I'm
Jesus
sorry.
Christ
Adam,
when
I'm
you
sorry.
try to indict me. That's how
Adam,
pathetic you are.
you-
Now, I ain't
okay.
letting this go, you little fucker.
No, it's okay,
You
but I'm
understand?
just saying I'm
I've
sorry. I
got
shouldn't
your
say
ass
that you're not a
now,
Christian.
and I'm going to
Listen.
continue because you're a demon. You've just
Oh,
demonstrated
that's ironic. That's
demon
ironic.
you are. You pulled in my
Oakley is objectively
Christianity
possessed
to
by a
try and
demon. It's
deflect.
pretty
Yeah,
ironic
I've
that
got
you
you,
would say that.
motherfucker. I've got your demon ass. Oh, yeah. I've got it, motherfucker. I've
Okay,
just
Adam,
heard
I'm sorry.
you.
I shouldn't.
I've
I'm
just
not in a
heard you,
position to say you are or you're not a
shit-house
Christian.
little bastard try to invoke my Christianity to defend your inability to hold your position.
No,
You
no,
are
that's not what
a
happened.
shithouse little bastard. And again, tonight you demonstrate what a shithouse little bastard you are when you dared. When all I was trying to do was just clarify the position of the point that you two guys were doing. And what you did, the shithouse little bastard you are, is question my Christianity. You're a wanker, son.
Okay,
Yeah,
Adam,
and you're demonstrating to everybody
Eli, shut up.
what a wanker you are. You're such a wanker. Eli, tell him what a wanker
No,
he is.
Eli, shut
please.
up. Adam,
No,
I'm sorry.
Eli wants
Adam,
to tell you
let me
what a
just say
wanker
I'm
you are.
sorry. Let me say I'm sorry.
You're,
Adam, I'm
you're so sorry that you won't listen to him telling you off, Witsit.
No, I'm not
shut
going to
the
listen
fuck
to
up.
Eli. I try to come in and tag team as soon as he finishes his last breath.
Yeah,
He's
it's
a
because you
little
rumpus him
feminine bitch.
saying how sorry you are. Adam, let me just have a go. Everyone else, just calm down.
Adam, I'm
Witsit, do you want to
sorry. I
just
should not
yield?
have questioned your Christianity.
No, Witsit.
Can I please
Yeah,
just...
you did.
Dude,
You
look,
shit
Adam,
house
okay, you don't
wanker.
have to accept my apology. Can I just say it?
Did. You
Okay,
fucking
fine.
shit house
Fine, I don't care. I
wanker.
don't care that much, to be honest. Okay,
What he's
I'm
doing is he's
sorry,
rumpusing.
Adam, I shouldn't have said that.
So it's a
Adam,
non-apology,
chill.
you
Adam,
fucking
Adam,
shit house
chill.
saying I'm
Adam,
gonna just
Adam,
scream.
please.
It's a
Adam,
non-apology.
Adam, stop.
Everybody heard that? Non-apology
Adam, can you stop?
from the shit house wanker.
Adam,
No,
stop.
I'm saying
Adam,
I'm
please
sorry.
stop. I've got to
shouldn't
take
have made that
control. You won't
comment.
stop.
Oakley, can I please say sorry to
No,
him?
I'm trying to take control and point out what's going on. Because what you're doing now to me is what you did to Adam for the last 3 minutes. Can I please say sorry? Are you going to chant through the objection to your shithousery while I point it out like Adam just tried to? Because what you're now doing is asking me if you can say sorry. So you've been an asshole, and talking through me is what Adam's now going to do too. So he's going to add fuel to the fire. Witsit, no. Whoever's doing that, stop. You can hear me, right? Shut up.
I'm the one that has to shut up. You've been a madman for an hour.
No.
3 hours. Adam, listen, I'm sorry, bro. I'm genuinely sorry. I'm not in a position to ever question someone else's position. Listen, you don't have to accept my apology. Dude, Adam, you're well in your right to not accept my apology.
I need to respond to your apology if it's got any genuineness to it.
Brother, you don't have to accept my apology. I just feel that...
Shut your mouth, then. I'm about to accept it with the caveat. And
Okay, I haven't said it yet. Bro.
He won't shut up.
Oh, there's a full testimony. Go ahead with
No, just give me like 30 seconds, man. Listen,
Go ahead with your full testimony apology to me
Okay, I
for
got
the
you.
shithousery, and make sure to prove you're not a shithouse that it's got no other content to it than apology to me for your shithousery. All you'll do is demonstrate what a shithouse you are.
Okay, Adam, I'm being sincere.
See, I can't even finish. I can't because you're a shithouse.
No, it's just all those other people are trying to jump in. Adam.
Well, you're not helping then, are you? You shithouse.
Well, I just want to be able to apologize to you.
Shithouse, shut up.
Okay.
See, I don't think that's very Christian. I'm trying, as a good Christian, unlike you, to give you the opportunity to apologize in a genuine manner, which is what a good Christian should do, which is why we're here right now, instead of me still seeing my arse. So
Okay.
off
Okay.
you go
Okay. I'll let
and give your apology as
Yeah.
to why you were a shithouse in such a desperate manner, and you would therefore denigrate my Christianity, something you've got no knowledge of,
Mhm.
as a rebuttal to your pathetic attempt to deal with anything Nathan was saying. Why would you do that? Please give me your apology.
Okay. You're asking why would I do that, but I'm gonna not answer it. I'm just gonna apologize. Okay.
No.
Do you
Then
want me to
it's a
answer it?
non-apology. Tell me
Okay, I'll answer.
why. Otherwise,
Okay, I
it's a
will.
not.
I will.
No, I'm just a wanker. Is that what you're
Okay.
saying?
No, Adam, I will answer it, but it's
Then
just like I
tell
know
me
I'm gonna get
why
interrupted. See,
you
like
would do that.
I know I'm gonna get interrupted as soon as I
Why
try to
would
tell
you
you why.
attack my Christianity like that?
I'll
I
tell you why.
deserve that explanation, Witsit.
Okay, I'm
Not,
gonna tell
I
you.
want to tell you some other shit. Why did you attack my Christianity
Fair
for
enough.
it to
Yeah.
be valid as an apology? You
Okay.
shithouse.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. It's because I actually viewed you slightly different than the rest of the panel. Okay, and I believe that
No.
you.
It doesn't matter how you
Adam,
view
why is it that
anybody.
I
You
can't
don't
say it?
attack their Christianity, you scrote. You
Adam,
absolute scrote. Listen
Adam.
to yourself, son.
I'm trying
I
to tell
know
you
you're
the truth.
32.
So
I can tell that you're 32 because you've got a lot to learn. Listen to what has
Oh
been
man.
put to you, man
okay.
to man.
Hey,
Okay,
You
Adam.
the
scrote.
only way to win is to no longer care about validation from these guys and just walk away. That's what
No,
you
I
should
know, but
do.
I feel a moral obligation to apologize. It's not right for me
Hey,
to
do it
question.
on a video and send it to them, and then you'll be able to
Wait.
say it
Well,
unimpeded. There you
let
go.
me try one more time. Adam, I should not have ever questioned your personal relationship with the creator. There is no way that I could know that. That is not something that I should ever do. I feel strongly that no one should do that. No one should say, "Oh, you don't agree with my doctrine, you're going to hell." No one should say you're not a real Christian. No one should ever do that. I am being hypocritical. If I then do it, it was an emotional response to the fact that I have been trying to patiently say my position for going on 3 hours now. And then I saw you start to light up right when I was finally going to allegedly get to respond. And I got frustrated. I shouldn't have done that. And the source of it, as to why I did it, is the frustration that as a believer, you would certainly think that you would at least respect another believer enough that they have the right to defend
Wow.
themselves.
No,
They have
now
the
we
right to
stop.
defend
No,
themselves
done.
against
It's no
false
longer an apology. It's
accusations.
now an indictment, you little fuckhouse.
So, okay,
Yeah?
whatever.
It stopped being an apology the point I interrupted. You scrote. You little shithouse scrote.
Whatever, you
You
heard it. I mean,
indicted me because you
you asked me
indicted
why I
my
did it.
behavior as to your behavior.
You asked me
Yeah,
why I did it.
I am the you're
How'd that work
effect.
out? How'd that go for you?
Yeah, you were
Scrote.
right. You were right. You were right.
I know. I usually am, aren't I?
Yeah, low key. So look, like, can I just point out, dude? I
No,
have
you're a
actually,
scrote. You're
Adam,
an
on the
absolute
macro
scrote,
on the
mate.
macro scale here, I haven't
You've
wanted
not
beef
even
with you
got a
guys.
full
No.
apology out, you wanker.
Okay,
No.
calm down. Look, I don't want beef with you guys.
I'm
Nobody wants
definitely
to hear you,
calm.
Witsit. You
I'm
think
just at
after
a
an apology,
level to
nobody
try
wants
and
to hear you.
control a wanker like you.
Okay,
You
okay,
understand? Perfectly
yeah,
calm, just in wanker mode. Yeah,
okay,
because as you keep demonstrating, you're such a wanker. You want to
okay.
brush over what you just did. You didn't even give a full apology. Halfway through, you turned it into an indictment of me. You
I don't
are a
know.
wanker. Have a go.
Nobody needs to say anything else. No one else fucking matters. We just want to hear Nathan say you're a liar, leave, and I'm not going to stop screaming until you leave. Then, when he's finally taken a nap, we got Adam being upset that he said some shit that's totally irrelevant. I don't even know how you let him get you mad. What the fuck are we doing here? Who
Yeah,
cares what he
I'd have to
thinks
agree.
about Christianity or what the fuck he thinks about anything? Like, I don't get it.
Because Elijah, there is a Adam.
Let
There
me
is.
ask with the question.
Can I answer can I answer a little bit? Because there is a Adam. How I feel him that he's offended with that because the guy, little boy, did very bad things, but he cannot recognize that bad things, and he is pointing
That's
out the
not really that
Christianity.
important. Somebody doing something that will obviously elicit a response that will take it away from the items that actually are important.
Yeah.
That shit don't matter.
Yeah, the implication being I did it to do that, which is not what happened at all. I was trying to point out that Oakley keeps on ranting about how I interrupt him when he interrupts me every
didn't
time
you?
I
You
speak, just
did
like
it
Adam's
as a
interrupting me right
point
now,
to
just like
detract
Oakley's
from
going to
the
interrupt
fact
me
that
right now,
Oakley was
just like Brian's
destroying
going to
you.
interrupt me right
You
now.
felt it was
You all have to
reasonable
interrupt
to
me.
attack my Christianity
You could
as a
never
point
debate me.
of
That's why you have to
distraction
10v1
All
to
right,
make
interrupt
Reddit,
me.
sure.
dude.
I
I'm not
know because
MV1. I'm literally
I
trying
can
to ask
see
you a
your
straight
ass,
question.
son. I can
We
see your
actually
ass.
have a
I can
topical
see how
point
fucking
answered anytime
desperate
this year.
you are, Witsit. I
No,
see it
because
because
they won't let me
you
speak.
were so desperate in losing the argument against Nathan that you took the opportunity for no
How is it an
reason.
argument when he
No
censors me?
reason, motherfucker. That's why you can't let me finish this sentence. No
Oh, now
reason
not letting
to
people
attack
finish
my
sentences is bad,
Christianity.
Adam.
So
Now it's
let's
bad.
go back to Nathan handing your ass, which is before you threw out the life ring of attacking my Christianity as a distraction, you little shithouse scrote. This, ladies and gentlemen, is your high priest of ether. Believe him. Listen to the truth coming from his mouth.
I'll put
Yeah,
the
so you're
position
saying
back
that
to him
Adam
if you
was
want.
handing me my wait, time out.
You want me to
Immediately
do
I
it again,
can't
do you,
speak
Witsit?
again. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not
Only,
disagreeing what I
Adam,
gave
do you want
to
to
you
yield
are.
then? Adam,
Why?
only in this Discord
Adam.
world do you people get to bully me, right? Like bully me in real life,
Don't
bro.
bully. It's
Bully me in
nothing.
real life, bro. I
Please
live in
fuck
Florida,
off
bro.
Hold on,
then.
Adam,
Brian.
What do you
bully
mean
me.
fuck off?
You're a grown
You're
man.
being
Adam,
bullied.
please, can you stay on mute even if
Hang
something
on.
he
Yeah,
says triggers
bully
you?
me in Tampa, Florida, bro. Come on down to Tampa, Florida, and
Yeah, I've
bully
got
me
to
in real
get an
life.
opportunity to
I
respond
want to
to him.
ask you.
Adam and Brian and Neil and everyone else. Yeah, I think we need Neil, Screechy Mike, and Brian telling me that I don't need to address exactly what everyone wants us to do. So I put it to you, Witsit, that
No,
you've
that's not
spent.
what I said, Nathan, at all.
Oh, love
You
so
all
you know.
interrupt each other, right? It's not me. You guys do it to each
Because
other.
we don't care
I
about
have
you.
a direct question on point for Witsit. Would someone please leave me ask
Brian's
my question?
immediately stomping all over
Brian.
Oakley like you do
Let
it to
Brian
each
go.
other.
Let Brian go.
Hey.
He wants to have a question, for goodness sake. Let him go.
Yeah,
No
thank
one
you.
cares
Ian.
about it. It's Brian's go.
One second, Adam. Are you claiming, Witsit, that the light in the interferometer, whether it be a ring laser or fiber optic gyro, is or is not moving?
I believe it's moving, just not traveling from point A to point B.
So, well, it can't move without traveling.
It's not traveling from point A to point B where they get the speed. It's waving, so it's moving as in it's waving in a transverse motion, but it's not traveling from point A to point B. It's already there. Those are different things, right, Brian?
Well,
Are
you
those
can move
different things,
without going
Brian?
anywhere.
Are those different things, Brian?
Witsit,
I'm
when
going
you
to
put something to
answer.
someone, hold on a
You
second,
can
Brian.
move
Hold on, I've got to
without-
take
one
control.
second.
Brian,
One
please.
second,
Brian, I've got to take control. Witsit,
For what?
because he won't
I'm
shut
in
the
control.
fuck up if nobody's here to mod. And I'm
Never mind that.
trying to clear
That's
the
what I'm
airwaves
going
here, Brian. You're making it
Never mind
harder. Witsit,
I'm not making anything hard. You're the one that's making this difficult, right? I can stand where I am, right, in one position and move around, but not travel anywhere. Yeah, I totally agree with that.
You're right.
So,
Okay,
are you
that's what I'm
claiming
saying.
that's what Light is doing in the
Yes.
interferometer,
Yes.
right? So, how come they have the laser going one direction further than the other?
Yeah, now we're trying to discuss the cause of why there is an interference pattern, why it appears that one is a different distance than the other. When as soon as now you're asking me a question that you guys all critique and claim we shouldn't even try to speculate the answer to. Uh-oh.
No, I'm asking you a straight question. I asked you how
I
come
just
they have
answered it.
how come they needed to claim to go further in one direction than the other if it's not moving?
Well,
Traveling like from A to B.
you just presupposed one's going further than the other in
No,
the
that's
very
the
question.
claim. That's the official claim
Official claim. What does
from
that mean?
Honeywell.
What does official claim mean?
From Honeywell.
What does
Honeywell
Honeywell have to
claim
do with anything?
because they make ring laser gyros.
Are you appealing to the authority of Honeywell? Is it true
I'm
because they
appealing
said
to
it?
Honeywell because they make ring laser gyros. You asked me about it. I'm answering.
I didn't ask you about ring laser gyros.
Sorry?
Who asked you about ring laser gyros?
We're talking about interferometry, are we not?
Okay, yeah, but so is if the
So
authority
what
has
would
a
it-
specific
so are you
if the
saying a
let
ring
me
laser gyro is
answer
not
you, man. If
interferometry?
the authority has a specific
Sorry,
interpretation, does that
are
mean
you saying a ring laser gyro is not interferometry? Because you asked me, you said,
no?
who's
I
talking about
didn't
ring
say
laser
it.
gyros? I thought you were.
Okay, a gyro ring.
So you're not talking about ring laser
Did you
gyros.
see how you guys act? A ring laser gyro is
So you're not
interferometry.
talking, either you are or you're not.
A
Is a
ring
ring
laser.
laser gyro an interferometer?
Okay, I guess this is how. This
Is
is
a
an
ring
all or
laser gyro
nothing.
an interferometer?
This is an all or nothing fallacy. Do you know what that
Is
means?
the ring laser gyro an interferometer?
Yes.
Yeah. So why are we talking about ring laser gyros? Because We're talking about interferometry.
Okay,
And when
but
I brought
you
up
tried to put
Honeywell,
the claim
when
of
I brought up
Honeywell onto
Honeywell, suddenly
me.
you didn't want to talk about the ring laser, Jarrow. Why is that?
You tried to put the claim of Honeywell onto me.
I didn't put any claim. All I tried to do was state what their claim
Well,
is.
why do I care
And you
what
were the
their claim
problem.
is? Why does it matter what their claim is unless you're appealing to authority?
Not an appeal to
They make the
authority.
things.
They make
I'm only
So
telling
they
you
gyros.
make it.
what
Wait,
they
time out,
say,
Brian. So they make it. So their interpretation of it must be true.
If the light
It's
is
not an
not
appeal to
traveling
authority.
from point
It
A
is.
to
It is. Wait, they
no, it's
make
not. I
it.
know it's
They
not.
make
Don't
it.
take that red herring.
Holy
Don't take the
crap.
red herring. Don't take that red herring. If for the if the light is not traveling from point A to point B, then how come they need to make it go one way longer than the other?
Well, that's the question, and there's a few different proposed answers. Their explanation is that light physically travels and one goes a greater distance. That is not my understanding, though. My understanding is that light is already there. It is the background. The background itself has movement within it, similar to a stream. So, based on the direction of the movement within that background, which is
Stream
the
is
light,
moving from point A to
see
point
how
B.
you could never debate this?
No, you said similar to a stream. That's movement from point A to point B. I can float a boat on a stream and go from
Wait.
point A to point B.
Okay. You don't know. You invoked a boat, but was the water already there?
No,
The
you
water is
invoked
moving
it.
from point A to
You
point B. That's what
invoked
Was
a
it.
the
stream does.
water already there?
The water is the stream, but it's moving from point A to point B.
No, it's not. The water is the stream,
The
and there's
water
move.
for a
What
stream
you
is
see how you have
stationary.
to interrupt me? So their
For a
stream is
stream
just
is
sitting. Oh,
stationary.
there's another
The stream is
interruption.
stationary.
Oh, there's another interruption. So the stream is
No,
just. Oh, there's another
you said no, it
interruption.
doesn't. That
There's
would
another
imply that it's
interruption.
stationary.
Witsit, can
So
you
the stream is
you,
just sitting
Witsit,
there.
Witsit,
Oh,
can
there's
you
another
yield?
Do you know
Both
that
of you
it's
stop.
There's
I
another
can't hear. Stop,
interruption.
both of you. Witsit, you're counting off his interruptions rather than listening to his objection, like you did with me.
Oh, so when you guys do it, it's an objection, but when I do it, it's an interruption and it's
I know what
muting.
it is. Don't take the bait.
So wait, when you guys do it, it's an objection, but if I do it, it's funny muting.
When he gets under pressure, he's going to keep on over talking the person.
Objection. That's not true.
You
Objection.
brought
That's
up
not what
a
I'm doing.
stream. I said to you, so you're claiming the stream is not moving, and you say yes. Streams are moving with it.
Okay, can I
From point A
actually
to point B.
respond, or are you going to censor me and claim it's an objection again? So the water's already there.
I never claimed
Oh,
that it
look
was
at
an
him! Look at that. Three
I never
words.
claimed it. No, you
Oh,
seem to have
3
said I
words.
said something I didn't say.
And of course,
That's another red herring.
Brian was interrupting
So
Oakley
are
when he
you
was trying to
claiming that
moderate.
stream? Are you
This is a
claiming a
Brian
stream is
issue,
your
obviously.
example
Not
is
an
not
analogy,
moving?
though. Like, what the fuck
Are you
is going
claiming?
on? You know, you
I
have
don't understand Austin's points because I keep censoring it, so he must be stupid. It's not that I have 100 IQ.
Oh, I've
It's
got
not that
something
I
again.
do.
Both of you stop. Both of you, Brian and Witsit, stop. Both of you, stop both. Stop. Okay. Witsit's now got to explain his analogy of a stream and how it isn't moving from point A to point B, even though that's specifically the analogy he makes. Go ahead, Witsit.
Okay, stream or ocean or lake, all same thing, right? The body of water is already there.
No,
So
you said stream specifically.
you see how he can't do it? He literally can't do it.
Hey, Brian, shut your fucking retard mouth. Thanks. Hey, Brian, shut your fucking retard mouth. Thanks. Hey, Brian, shut your fucking retard mouth. Hey, Brian, shut your fucking retard mouth. Hey, Brian, shut your fucking retard mouth. Hey, Brian, shut your fucking retard mouth.
No, AI, relax, AI.
Because AI is my enemy.
I want to hear a point. I don't care who's right or wrong. I want to hear a point. Somebody's been yelled to the floor. Give their point. By the moderator of the room, Brian, respect it and shut your freaking mouth.
You've just shown your colors.
No, I feel
Nathan Oakley was leading it and said, let him give his point out, Brian, and you couldn't even keep your mouth shut.
No, I know you went with it. That's okay. Now we all know.
I feel.
What do you know? What do you know, dude? What do you know, you dumb retard? Retard, what do you know? Retard. Hey, hurry up. Tell me what you know. Quick. Retard. Tell me what you know. Retard. Tell me what you know. Hey, retard. Tell me what you know. Hey, retard. Tell me what you know. Hey,
You said stream with it. Now, I'm not allowing you to change it to ocean or anything else. You said
it's the same. Are you?
It's the same thing. You're just trying. That's what I'm saying. You're just trying to interrupt me, bro. Like I actually think this is a profound. I'm not even claiming I'm right. I think this is confounding to me, but I'm just going to give you my position. So, like a stream, ocean, lake, whatever, the body of water is already there. There's a shoreline, for example, right? We know how long the river is, how long the stream is, how long the lake is, whatever. Now, there's motion within it, whether it be waves or in a stream, it's like a current. Okay, there's motion within that, but the body of water is already present, and that's my position. That's what I think light is. I think that
God.
So, so you're not interested in
Yeah, we
the
got it. It was that.
position.
Okay, everyone else, shut up. Was that the end, Witsit?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it wasn't the end.
So
And
that's and I'm readily willing to say I could be wrong, but my understanding
Thank
of
you.
light is that
We got it.
basically
We
it's
got
the
it. We got it.
current.
We got Witsit.
It's the
Thanks.
current.
Thanks.
Oh,
Thanks.
Austin, you're almost
he
done.
wasn't
Then
You
done.
said
you
you were
get it.
done.
It got like
We
10 words
heard.
more in. He said we heard.
We heard.
I didn't hear. I didn't.
Yeah, because I didn't say it. Of course you didn't. I mean, like it's very simple. One more sentence, maybe. It's like the waves, the current, the stream. That would be the light. The water would be the background. The water's already present, but there's motion within that. But the motion is just the medium that's already there.
Witsit, I was muted, server muted by AI, who was trying to help you out.
Makes sense. I
Now,
was able to say a
I'm not
sentence.
saying you need him. I'm not saying you need him. I'm saying he's trying to help you out there. He server muted me. Now, I won't allow someone to change from stream to ocean to whatever else. No, you said stream specifically.
What's the difference?
And then you tried to change it.
What's the difference?
Because a stream, right? The reason you stream is because it's streamlined and it's going from A to B.
So do waves.
That's why you use stream. That's
so
the
do
difference.
waves. So do waves.
Yeah.
I got something.
Waves.
So movement then.
No.
So movement.
Yeah, so do waves
movement.
in ocean.
So
So do
Okay, so
waves in the
movement
ocean.
then.
Right, so movement then.
Yeah, we've already discussed it's a movement.
Waves then. Waves A to B.
Wait, time out. We already discussed it's a movement, but there's a distinction between that movement and travel from point A to point.
You said there is no
Dude,
movement from A to B.
you're just like Glovers. You can only debate me if you
Witsit,
censor
hold
me,
on.
bro.
Can I just take charge again? Sorry, Witsit and Brian.
I'm just being honest.
Witsit, Brian and Witsit, stop. Now, Witsit, stop. What, Brian, stop. Witsit, stop. Does that mean nothing? Does that mean nothing? Hello? Take control. Hello? Witsit, we heard your position. Brian's now trying to respond to you.
Thank you. Yeah, Witsit, you claimed that light was moving, but it wasn't going from point A to point B. And then you gave a load of examples where something is going from point A to point B. So you're contradicting yourself.
Yep.
Okay.
He's actually misrepresenting. Hold on a second. What's it? He's actually misrepresenting his own position because he has anxiety and he's not able to think clearly at this moment. Because the actual position is to analogize the light with the body of water itself. And the waves are something else that's not light. Maybe you could call it illumination or something. However, the problem is that in all forms of analogy, when it comes to water and waves, the way waves actually mechanically function is that when you instigate a wave, you can see it with your own eyes that the wave has an epicenter and it then proceeds outwards from the source of the epicenter, and it takes time for the wave to reach the other shore. So in any sense, if you'd say, how long does it take the wave to get to the other side? That would be a very coherent question. You could actually time it.
Yes, and I yield to that point, actually. AI and I have discussed this, and I yield to that point. So it seems almost pedantic to say that it doesn't travel from point A to point B, but I still think it isn't pedantic because like the medium's already there. The light is the medium, and the say visible version of it is an excited version of it. So like
What
yeah,
medium?
you can time that excitation, right?
What medium is Witsit?
Okay. Well, this goes back to my actual quote unquote.
It's a very simple question.
The ether.
What medium?
Call it whatever
Right.
you want to.
The very thing you said that you can't prove.
No. I said you can't empirically prove it, but you can logically prove it.
You can't show it in 3D reality.
Do you agree that you can logically prove things? Yes or no?
It depends on the thing.
There's two things going on because you're asking about logical proof when we're talking about physical actions. So I don't get that.
Yeah.
Okay, well let me explain it. So for example, a logical
I'm sorry, one more thing, and then I'll shut up. Because first of all, I was fighting very hard for everybody to shut the fuck up because I feel that you are very stupid. I just think that when we talk too much, we don't allow for that to happen. So I was actually doing you a fucking favor when you were shutting me down. Now,
oh yeah, sorry.
the other thing is that water is completely non sequitur. You don't have anything to be sequitur to what you're trying to say. Because obviously, when it comes to waves, there's a movement from, again, like AI stated, the originator, whatever, maybe a fat ass doing a cannonball in a pool. I don't know. I don't care. But you know that the wave is going from point A to point B. You're saying, yeah, I understand that. However, what I'm saying is, even though I'm saying that there's something happening over here and over there, there's no travel. And you don't have any actual justification for that. But you're giving us an analogy that isn't an analogy.
Okay, I do have a justification for it because, like, the wave is just the water moving. The wave is not something in and of itself. You cannot go grab the wave out of the water. It is the water, which was already there. It already had dimensions, and then it moved. And we measured the movement, specifically like the climax, the up and down motion, the transverse motion of that water from point A to point B. But the water itself, which is what the wave is, it's literally a description of the motion of the medium, the water. It was already there. So I do literally have a perfect analogy, water is. And this is what's so funny, and this will never be rebutted, to claim that light is the exception. Light is the one time you can have the phenomena referred to as waves without a medium is special pleading by definition. It is claiming an exception to a universal principle. It's claiming the exception to a universal principle in every other scenario known to man where we have waves or waving.
We got that the first time. Thank you. You could repeat it 3 more times.
That's fallacious. It can be dismissed.
We heard it the first time. Can you stop repeating it? Thank you. Can I just point to speak out? Thank you. Thank you. I cleared the thank you. Thank you. Light isn't water. You realise that, right?
I didn't say it was. You realize that, right?
You said it was a perfect analogy.
Yeah, analogies aren't synonymous with the exact thing. You know that, right? That's what analogy means.
Okay. Yeah, light isn't travelling in a wave of water in any way, shape, or form. Light's not a wave.
Wait, light doesn't move in a waving motion?
Wait, do you want to define why you describe light as a wave? Why would it be described that way? Do you know?
I don't describe it as a wave. I say it waves.
I'll try that again for the fuckwit that didn't listen. Do you want to explain to me why light could be or would be described as a wave? Do you know or don't you? I couldn't give two shits what you, the fucktard liar, describe it as. Do you know why light could be described as a wave or not, you utter fuckwit?
We will be clipping this. You said, how do you...
Do you know or not, shit for brains?
Yeah, this is hilarious. You said, why do you describe it as a wave? And then you said,
do you know why light's described as a wave or not, you fuckwit?
So you're changing your question. Okay. Yeah, so it's described that way because of the transverse motion that is observed when it comes to...
That's incorrect.
Oh, you want to bet? You want to bet?
There's no motion in terms of wave function when describing light. That's incorrect.
It's not just mathematical. It's not just mathematical. We have sensors that detect the actual up and down motion of light. Would you like to bet?
Stop placing bets.
Stop placing bets because it calls out the BS. Yeah.
No, it shows you've got deuce 7 offsuit. It shows you've got a shit hand. That's what it shows. It shows you've got a shit hand.
The bet is that we have sensors that detect the up and down motion, transverse motion of light. Since you're saying it's just a mathematical function, you should take the bet.
Would that be a frequency?
Oh yeah, maybe so. Maybe so.
Would that be a frequency then?
Yeah.
Yeah. And is frequency a physical thing or is that mathematical?
It's a mathematical description of a physical motion.
So it's a description then.
No, the motion is
the wave is a description.
You can't show the motion of light.
Oh yeah, you want to bet? Okay, then take the bet.
What's the bet?
$1,000.
For what?
That we can show the motion of light. That it's a wave-like motion. I can show you that motion of light is a real thing. It's not just math, because we're actually using math to describe a real thing.
Hold on, I just want to clarify what you're asking.
Would you like to bet on it?
Everyone else, just stop. Everyone else, stop, please. Are you asking me to bet? Oh, can I just clarify what he's asking, please, without interruption? Thank you. Witsit. Are you now asking me to bet that light does have, quote, motion? That would be to move, correct?
Yeah, transverse motion, which is not...
Okay. I just needed a yes or no. There was a follow-up.
You had to interrupt me because you want to straw man me.
Yeah, it was a closed question. There's no straw man. I asked you a closed question.
Straw man me.
He's going to rumpus me. Not going to get to make my point here.
You're going to be...
Is anybody going to control Witsit like they control Brian? I've got a point to make.
Recorded, by the way.
It was a closed question. So let me get it straight. You're requesting that I bet on the fact that you can prove light has motion, yet your very opening gambit after the show ended was to say that you'd spent a long time fighting against people that claim that light travels. But now you're asking me to bet on the fact that it does have motion? Correct?
Yeah, do you know why that's not a contradiction? Can you use your little brain and figure it out?
It is a contradiction, you total. Everyone else shut up. Does what part of everyone else shut up don't you get? No, it is a contradiction, Witsit. Given that you opened up by telling us how you fight against the people who claim that light travel proves ether, and now asking me to take a bet on the fact that it will have motion that's traveling. It is a contradiction.
The bet. You take the bet. $1,000.
No, what, the bet that you're a lying fucktard? The fact you're asking me to take the bet proves that you're a lying fuckwit?
Hey, does anyone else on the panel want to?
Does anybody else? Do you need help? Do you want to escape me?
No.
Sounds like Oakley needs
Rob, shut Rob up.
Yeah,
shut Rob up.
We've already
Shut Rob
addressed
up.
this in this room 4 times.
Witsit, do you, you answer me the contradiction, unless a load of white knights are going to pipe up. Do you still stand by the fact that you fight against people who use the claim that light travels to prove ether, or did you want to continue with this bet that you'll prove it as motion? Which one is it?
False dichotomy.
No, those are your two positions, you stupid man.
Oh, no, that's a false dichotomy.
No, it's a contradiction that you hold when you ask me to bet on the fact that you can prove light has motion, while simultaneously telling me that you fight against those which would claim light travel proves ether. Those are your contradictory positions, not a false dichotomy I'm making. I'm summarizing your contradiction.
Okay, they're not contradictory, just like even your boy Brian conceded, because one thing can move but not travel from point to point.
No, that's shite.
Do you not understand the difference?
No, it's a fucking contradiction, you twat.
Okay, so if I were to say...
So let me get it straight. It's okay, he's saying no, I don't understand. So let me get it straight. So something can travel but not fucking move. No, you wanker. That's your lying shit-stained nature where you give a contradiction and tell me I don't understand. No, if you're travelling, you're moving, sunshine. That's a contradiction if you say no. It can both travel and not move. You're a fuckwit.
We gotta go back.
You said it.
Hold on. We got to go to reality. We got to go to reality and the lake, because that's what's being used to make this analogy. So if you take some Kool-Aid, you pour it on one end of the lake, it will permeate into the water. It will not immediately dissolve into the entire lake, so you'll have it at your feet where it's fresh. You then drop a bowling ball down in front of your feet where the Kool-Aid is. You'll notice that you create a wave. That wave will carry to the other side of the lake. It will take time to get there. However, the Kool-Aid water that you dropped the ball in is still in front of your feet. That means that the water in front of your feet did not actually travel to the other side, yet the wave traveled to the other side.
Yeah, and so technically it would still move from point A to point B. Like another analogy would be if I'm standing in a room and I go, if I just bend my legs up and down, right? Well, technically I'm going from point A to point B, point A to point B, right? But I'm saying I'm not walking across the room. They're not synonymous. And that's why the lake is a perfect example. I don't deny the transverse motion. I deny the travel from point to point, right? And we all, in good faith, everyone would acknowledge the distinction there because that's the way that the mainstream consensus describes light. It says there's a speed of
No,
light
it doesn't.
from point A to point B.
No, it doesn't. That's what I tried to get you to clarify earlier, and you told me that it was how you described it when I asked you to define how light would be described as a wave. You obfuscated that little point. So we are now on to what you quote-unquote say the mainstream say light is as a wave, correct?
No. Even
That's what you just said, literally 10 seconds ago. That's what you just said.
What? No.
You just said that's what the mainstream say about light. So we'll discuss what the mainstream say about light as a wave, then, won't we, Witsit? What do
that's a red herring.
Is it me or is it a bitch interruption when I clarify what he just said 20 seconds ago?
Objection, red herring.
What you said 20 seconds ago. Adam, I don't need help. What you said 20 seconds ago being repeated by me isn't a red herring. It's a repetition of what you just said when it comes to defining light by way of mainstream. and their definition.
changing what I
Excuse me,
said. That's
bitch
what
that
you
needs
always
to
do.
interrupt me pointing out that it's not a red herring to repeat what you just said.
Objection, straw
Bitch,
man. Objection, straw
excuse
man.
me, is this what you need to do, little woman? Is this how women behave when they're proven wrong?
thought we had
Excuse me, it's not a red herring, me repeating you, you chanting through me. Is this fair, panel? We're now descending into audio chaos because I'm pointing out that Witsit's claimed a red herring when I'm just repeating what he said. He said we're going to go to the mainstream definition of light. Okay. How does the mainstream define light as a wave, Witsit? Like I asked previously.
That's a red herring.
No, it's what you just said. You said what the mainstream say.
No, I'm not talking about the mainstream.
Oh, when you said mainstream, let's just get this clear, Witsit. I'm sorry. Do you want to stop talking for a second? When you said stop talking, stop talking. Yeah, chuckle it up. So when you said, excuse me, I'm just going to try and summarize your lie that you just said, and he's not going to stop. He's not going to stop. What I'm going to have to do, censor you out my recording because you won't stop talking.
Yeah, I stopped him.
No, I take him off mute. No, take him off server mute. QE, I'm in control, QE, not you. Excuse me.
I'm in control.
Get your size 12s out of this discussion and take him back off server mute now. How dare you?
How dare you?
You just take him off server mute.
Back.
Adam, you're not helping either.
2 more minutes. QE, please. This has been painful, but it's worth just pursuance.
You just said, Witsit, that what we will look at is the, quote, claw hands mainstream. And when I put it to you that we'll go to that definition by the mainstream, you've now told me when you said, quote, mainstream, you didn't mean claw hands mainstream. Those were the verbatim words you used, and then you accused me of, what, red herringing you? No, they were your verbatim words, Witsit. You lying shit.
No, I invoked a specific...
I stutter much.
That's the point to stop, QE.
I invoked a specific...
That's it.
Oh, yeah, Adam, yeah, real believer.
Now,
shut up, Witsit. You disingenuous scumbag. Adam's now going to get the absolute justified right to summarise your scumbaggery. Now, shut up.
You just did so, Nathan. And this is the point. You continue to do this, right? We're not here, Witsit, to argue ether. We're here to prove you're a disingenuous liar. And you've continued to do so, even to this point now, where after you literally say something, Nathan realizes what you said, he objects to it, and then you try and pretend that what you just said didn't happen. It genuinely, dude, it's beyond pathetic. Yeah, there's a lot of older men here laughing at your immaturity. It's on display. So over to you, QE.
This guy's a retard. A lying scumbag retard. He's retarded.
Now there's a difference between...
You're a retard. Shut the fuck up when you're talking to me. You lying surrat piece of shit.
I am so glad I caught Eli's
fucking flat earthers, you fucking clowns that enable this behavior.
Sorry.
You better hope we don't meet. I'll tell you that, motherfucker. How about that?
Horrendous language in this. Okay, Witsit.
And I hope we don't fucking meet. Tell you that much. Go on.
Eli, props, man. That jab had me piss myself with laughter, man. That jab was the most epic. I cannot wait to trim that out. Nobody caught it. Nobody.
What jab? I missed it.
Oh, man, if you don't know you did it, that'll be even more epic.
I try to get in where I can.
It's difficult, guys, because when somebody's pissing in your face that much, as he's done, and he continues to do, and it's just... I'm happy to let him keep doing it, because it's testament to him, but very frustrating for us. Yeah, because
I don't
we
know
all
why we
hear...
gave him time, Adam. We should have never gave him a minute.
It's all been worth it. All on record, Neil. It's all out there, yeah? And it's all down as this guy tries to convince the flat earth community that he's not a lying, disingenuous scrote, okay? That he won't sink to depths, yeah, to win an argument. You know, like calling out my Christianity, those sorts of disingenuous, nasty things that aren't relevant but you'll pull out of your pocket, apologise for, and then probably do again, whilst half apologising and then blaming me for my lack of Christianity for not recognising his, like, yeah, this is the guy, yeah, that's telling you to believe in something. Nobody over here is telling you to believe in anything, yeah? Show your truth.
Okay.
Prove it.
Well, then
But he wants you to believe.
why is he still being spoken to?
I'm not. This is the point. He's not. He doesn't understand. He thinks he's here still to prove ether. Yeah, prove the thing.
What a dumb fuck.
Yeah, not what he's been indicted for. And he keeps. And to be fair to the lad, he does distract people. Yeah,
He's a moron.
Very
He,
well.
he distracts retards. I see right through that dumb shit.
There's a lot of people in this room tonight that fit to that indictment then.
Yes.
But what he needs to realise is the indictment is him and his duplicitous lies that are on tape. And sadly, as I've said, he's come in tonight and shown on multiple levels. He's just reinforced, the accusation. He's just showed and demonstrated it that the accusation is true. He's not done anything to show that he's one of us guys.
Brian next, but can I just point of admin? Sorry, Amphiseus J and Flat Drama both bad guys. Do they need to remain on server mute?
If they're back Witsit, yeah.
I'm going to take
only
Witsit
add
off
harm you
mute.
every time they can.
I want to take Witsit off mute, please.
What? Why? He's a demonstrated liar.
Can I
Do we
say
want to listen to
something
more lies?
about myself?
Can I please explain why I was saying it was a red herring? Like,
No, you're a demonstrated liar and a double speaker. Why should we listen to you about anything? I wouldn't trust you if you told me the air pressure in your tricycle tires. Why the fuck would I want you to speak?
Nathan, Captain Info is a bad guy, just so you know.
What the fuck? Don't you have any fucking awareness?
well, you used to love me, man. So you must have bad
Love me.
character judgment.
Yeah, but it changed, right?
You must have bad character.
Because your behavior changed because you turned into a lying surrat piece of shit. So then
I
behaviors
didn't
change.
change any of my positions.
Then behaviors change. You don't have a position except one. Lying, double speaking surrat. I don't need to do anything. I've already done it. Prosecution rests. I already did it.
I have
Dumb fuck.
receipts to prove that you used to love me.
Shut the fuck up.
I
want to hear his appeal. Oh, please, can we hear
You
him?
have to censor me. You have to censor
This
me.
fucking clown doesn't even know the difference
Hold on,
between
just a
nouns
second,
and
everyone.
verbs.
Just clear the airways. QE, right? Look, he's accused us of behaving like women, and now his appeal is, you used to love me. I want to hear it. Please.
There's a while back, I used the analogy about Anakin.
No, like to a gay extent. Like he used to love me
And
to a
so
gay extent.
there's QE, Obi-Wan, and there's the young Padawan, Witsit. And he did love him. Yeah, he did love you like that because you're a bright lad, a bright young lad who had a lot to learn. But unfortunately, his ego ran away with him. And what had to happen, on the volcanic planet of Kashyyyk was to have your legs removed and your arms, by your master as you bullshitted and went to the dark side. And what you've shown everybody tonight is you are on the dark side because you'll lie, you'll cheat, and you'll even call into question somebody's Christianity for you to hold your bullshit position. You're a disgrace, sir. You deserve to be in your Darth Vader suit, and that's where you should stay.
Okay, but so the truth is, man.
Okay,
right?
but nothing, motherfucker. You're done. Nobody
chill.
cares.
Adam,
You
chill.
just hear me.
Adam,
Nobody
you
cares
got your
what
10
you
pennyworth
said.
out.
Yeah, it's funny. Nobody will let him respond,
Yeah,
though.
that's funny. He says,
don't want him
he
to.
says the truth. Is that you, Rob Kin? You fucking piece of shit. Did you say that?
Chill. Everyone chill.
Oh,
Rob Kin.
The point.
Yeah,
you
let's direct your ire at me. Yeah, go ahead. I could give a fuck what you say.
I'll tell you what, Rob Kin.
Yeah, you tell me what.
We never fucking meet, sir.
Chill out.
Tell you that much.
No need. Right, let's not make a whole bunch of enemies.
Give me the fucking address, bro.
Pathetic piece of shit, Rob Kin.
Please
Yeah, it
calm
sounds
down,
like
QE.
it.
Please.
Yeah, you got it. I swear to you, brother. Just once. Fucking
Witsit's best
clown.
quality is
No
create
need.
chaos.
No need.
That's what Wits is very good at.
You're a fucking lion sympathizer, is what you are, sir.
Yeah, can you just take one breath, QE? Right, there are going to be a lot of what you perceive to be lying sympathisers. They're just normal folk that we need to unbrainwash from Witsit's garbage. But you don't need to fly off the handle at Rob, and it's keen, right?
Yeah, and I'm not an ether believer, so thank you.
I didn't say you were.
Rob's a
Take
good
him off
guy.
mute. Take the lion scumbag off mute. Take him off mute so he can lie some more. That's what you said.
Yeah, I've said it too. Rob's a good guy. Just lay off him. Chill out.
We're laying off Rob. That's not the point that's being made. Nobody wants Witsit off mute. We don't want to listen to more lies. Yeah?
But the
I don't.
problem is
What can he say other than the thing he'll never say that is of any benefit to any of us, guys? Genuinely. If you unmute him, tell me what you want to hear that means it's worth taking our time to hear.
Well, I felt like that Brian was making some good points with on the discussion of ether, but I'm not.
Adam, chill. Adam, please, for the love of Christ, let no tanks answer you. Adam, please. Adam, hear my stress. Just let him answer you.
No, because it's a non sequitur to the whole point I just made. So as much as you can get frustration at that, I don't have to shout like you do. I can still interject at the point that I've just made a point and somebody's just pissed in my face. And not really. It actually started with Brian, the rebuttal to why we should deal with Witsit, right? Got nothing. All right. I'll make the point again. We're not here to discuss ether. Yeah. The point we're trying to make is we're done with Witsit. Okay. Are you done with Witsit? If you think no, we shouldn't be done with Witsit, then you should make your point as to why Witsit should be heard. But as far as I can see tonight, that's the logical conclusion. Now, we might want to masturbate a little bit more about whether ether exists or not, or bring up the Mickelson Morley, or bring Brian into it. But actually, the point of this evening, and you can tell how pertinent it was from QE's thing that Witsit even bothered to join. Let's just stay on track. Should we ever bother to let him make his point again, knowing that he's a complete and utter liar, so that whatever comes out of his mouth, none of us can trust any of it to be true? Should we bother to listen to it based on that knowledge that we have, as he's demonstrated tonight? I would say no.
Adam, before we get what you would say, any chance no tanks could just respond to you?
Yeah, this is going to be a two-part thing. I thought that Brian made some good points on the topic of the ether, but maybe if maybe I'm mistaken and
Is he roboting?
Adam is correct.
Yeah, he's roboting.
Yeah, he is.
Hey, no thanks. Drop out and come back in. I'm sorry. I'm missing the point. What is so difficult to understand here? He's been shown, demonstrated to be a lion, double-speaking Sorat. I'm going to do the next 3 months. I'm just going to support. I don't even know why I need to do it anymore. But he's been shown and demonstrated, and people want him to come off mute. So what do you want? Let's say he was a raving lunatic, and any time he got his hand on a weapon, he just opened up fire, like he'd walk into a movie theater or something, start shooting.
Release him.
Should I unchain him and give him the weapon?
I don't think Witsit is the problem, to be honest with you, QE.
No, I'm just asking the question.
QE, otherwise you'll get
him?
frustrated. You'll frustrate him, Brian. Just at least respond to what he's just said.
I'm asking.
No, I understand his analogy. Yeah, I do.
Can I?
Should I unchain him?
Can you disarm him?
Test.
Why would I need to?
I don't know. It just sounds like he's got a gun. Just disarm him.
He's got a fucking M60 machine gun. Are
Yeah,
you
take it from
the
him.
first one? You the first one you're going to charge? You're going to be
If you like to get abused, you can unmute him.
If you want to get the point, I don't care about fucking
Everyone else,
views.
shut up. Right, Rob's getting an example put to him, right? He's saying that the
No,
words...
I mean...
just hold on, dudes. I just want to get Rob and this squared away with QE, right? QE saying what he does and puts out there is the equivalent of a machine gun. His words are the bullets. Now, Rob's saying, go and disarm him. And QE saying, okay, are you going to be the one to charge into the bullets? Because in this metaphor, opening up that mute button is allowing the M16 machine gun to fire at us all. So QE's asking Rob, are you going to run at the bullets? That's where we're at, Rob. No, not taking it.
Does everyone understand that? I love that cat thing. It's pretty funny. Does everyone understand? He was charged with being a liar and a double speaker. We demonstrated in spades. Does anyone have a question that we haven't, or a question that we have demonstrated that? Anyone?
No. People just want a piece of flesh.
I
of the
just
already dead
want
body.
to say you demonstrated it beyond any belief, and
yes, we
there is
demonstrated.
no reason getting back to it all the
Right.
time.
Right. There's no sense in us taking him off. Why should we take him off mute? So he can lie to us again? So he can shoot us?
So I could debate him.
What debate on the nature of reality? Can I ask you a question?
No, more debate about him being a liar.
What's there to debate? A debate is with subjective topics. This topic is objective. I objectively demonstrated that he was a liar.
I agree.
What's left?
Convincing
Debate?
everyone else.
Debate? That means it's subjective? Let's hear how he feels about it. Let him explain his lie. Yeah,
So
I don't
we can
need
debate a new topic.
I mean,
I don't need it.
No, he's just going to lie on top
We
of
can change the topic.
Know that.
Topic to what? He's just going to lie
lie.
again, ain't he?
Lots of people are piping up Storm.
No, not his topic. Another topic. No, either.
No.
With who?
Hold on. I've just got
How
to
can
interject
you
here.
trust
Hold
what
on,
he's
Adam.
saying?
Hold on, Adam. No. The problem is, I've done this with a couple of people on Flat Earth Debate, right? When you get to the point... Hold on a sec. When you get to the point that somebody can't be trusted, that's to say that at any cost, they'll lie to you. At that point, that's typically where I'll eject people. It doesn't happen very often. It's happened half a dozen times at the most. But when you get to the point where, I'll give you an example, where Rumpus is saying that the geometric horizon is Earth curve, and then he simultaneously, almost in the next breath, says, no, it's not. The geometric horizon's not Earth curve. Now, he wanted to hold both positions, like Witsit. Yeah? He was held to task with it only, 15 minutes ago by me. Now, at that point, on Flat Earth Debate, I'd say, we can't debate with you anymore. Doesn't matter what the topic is, and the reason is obvious, or it should be. At that point, you're like, I can't trust that you'll have anything but a disingenuous response to anything I put to you, because you'll just change the position 20 seconds later to something completely contradicting the last thing that we just argued about. So we come to a conclusion on one point, and then when we move on to the next, your new point completely contradicts the one we just reached agreement on. You can't debate with that person, can you? So when you say, oh, let's have a different debating point, why? The guy can't be trusted in this discussion anymore. Like Rumpus. I can't believe it's come to this, but he is the same in terms of his behaviour tonight as Rumpus. That's what Rumpus did. It is. No, it's not. It is. That's what he did last time he was off mute with me.
Nathan, you know what I'd like to know, right? Witsit has agreed, now on more than one occasion with me, but he's agreed tonight that there is no scientific evidence for ether. He said there isn't any. And he says that he even corrects people who try to say that there is. He said he can't prove ether scientifically. He said he can prove it logically. Now, I would literally like to hear what logical proof he has for it. If he says he can prove it logically,
Why?
Brian, the point is,
hang on,
right.
this is the problem. Hang on,
Why?
Because if you allow me to speak a second,
No, it doesn't
this is
matter.
the problem. Well, Adam, if you're asking
Yeah,
me
it
why,
doesn't
then you're
matter.
not allowing me.
He already challenged him earlier. Number one,
Because
it's non
whatever
sequitur.
he
Why even
says,
ask him anything? Number two, I challenged him. What he said, it's logical to me. I said, what are the 4 principles of logic? He had no fucking clue.
Yeah, this is the point I'm trying to make, though. This is the point I'm trying to make,
you
Adam.
an answer. He gave you the answer, though, Brian.
Give me a second. This is the point I'm trying to make. 1 second, Eli. You'll appreciate this, Eli. Right? If he says that he has logical proof, and then he comes at us with illogic, then he doesn't have logical proof. It's that simple.
No,
He already gave the answer, though.
If we assume the existence of it, then that's illogical.
Before we even go he already answered. Like, we be asking people questions that we know they already answered. We just want to hear it again. He said he and everyone else like him. The proof is it going through nothing? That doesn't make sense. Whoop, there it is. I don't understand what's so hard. That's what they're saying. That's it. There's nothing extra.
You're still under the power of
the point I'm trying to make, Adam, is that
fuck this nonsense. What the fuck are you on about? Right?
Because
He's
you're
a
not listening.
liar.
I'm trying to
He's a
explain something to you.
fucking liar.
He's a liar.
Why are you shouting
So
at me? I'm trying to
whatever
explain
he
something to you.
responds
Leave me
as
explain
a
it to you.
demonstrable
Every
liar,
time,
does it matter?
every
All
time.
you know is it's likely
Hang
to
on.
be a fucking lie. Why are you pissing around anymore?
Okay, guys, everyone stop because I knew this would start. Everyone's going to start. I've got to take charge. Adam and Brian, please stop. For Adam and Brian, communicating with Adam and Brian simultaneously, please stop. If you can hear me, please stop, Brian and Adam. Adam and Brian, please stop. Thank you. Brian, Adam, stop. This cannot be a war of attrition between you and Brian to rumpus the living
It's not
shit.
supposed to be. I was trying to make a point.
Adam will not let you, and now you're not letting me separate you. Let me separate you. That's all I'm trying to do. And I'm going to vote for Brian to go first. Please be the right choice. Go ahead, Brian.
Yes, it is the right choice, because I'll actually explain. Every time with this, it gets to this point. There's a load of drama caused, no matter who he's arguing with, there's a load of drama caused, and the logical proof that he claims he has never gets heard. So it's a bit like there is proof, but no one ever gets to hear it. So let's hear
I agree. Never.
I've got to agree too. I really want him to piss down my back.
But even logically.
Let's see if he can back it.
Can I just have a little bit of piss on my back from Witsit? Just let him piss a little bit.
That's not the point. That's not the point. You're missing the point.
To your point that you've made, somebody else has interrupted. Nathan's not moderator for, and then you've rebutted back to. What the fuck are you on about? Whatever he says is a lie. He demonstrates what a duplicitous liar he is, even tonight.
He can't.
So, no, I'm not going to get to his...
No,
off you go then.
Hold on, Brian. Just let Adam respond to you.
Right. The point I made earlier to QE, people don't... Right. Brian, I'm indicting you now. All of you, I'm indicting you. You know he's a liar. So all you want to do is feast on his carcass. You want to take a little bit of a trophy away. I got this point against the lying cunt. Yeah? He's already been shown to be a lying cunt. Leave him
swearing.
And his carcass to rot. He's done. If you guys engage with him, you're still telling everybody else he's got some validity in this community. I think I've made my point. But off you go.
You're missing my point.
Go feast on.
Hold on, Adam. Hold on, Adam. Hold on. Go ahead, Brian.
Thank you. You're missing my point. What is logic, right? When someone speaks to you logically, if you understand logic, it means something. If he says he has logical proof, then let's see. Because that's what it always ends up at every single time. I'm not claiming scientific proof, but I have logical proof. no one ever gets to the point of hearing this claimed logical proof. Right? It's not about lies at that point. It's not about whether he's honest or dishonest. If he has logical proof, he'll tell us, and if it's logical, it'll be logical. But if it's illogical and he has to pre-assume anything, then he doesn't have. Adam, I didn't get to finish it.
We did. It was a repetition, Brian. Well, hold on, Adam and Brian. I've got to tear you apart. Stop. Don't let me do it. Right. I'm nearly there. I'm just going to separate you again before it gets too bad. Right. We did hear it. It was a repetition. You're saying if we don't get to hear it, we can't rip it apart. We did get it. You were repeating it to Adam.
What did we get? Can you recite it, Nathan?
Yes, you're saying if we don't get to hear the logical proof, we can't take it apart based on how illogical it is. We did get it. Honestly, we heard it. That was your second time repeating it. I promise you we've got it, Brian. I promise.
What did you get?
If we don't hear the logic that he claims he's got, we can't take it apart for its illogical nature that it obviously will be. That's what you're saying.
No, what did you said we got it? That means you got what? Did you get what I'm saying, or did you get the logical proof that he's claiming he has? Which are you saying you've got?
I've got that you say we need to hear it.
Okay, you got me saying it, Grant. So you didn't get the logical proof that he's claiming to have then.
Oh, yeah, we got that earlier too. Oh, hold on, let me just answer Brian. Everyone else chill out. Everyone else chill. Brian, yeah, we did get that earlier.
I already told him. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Because
Brian's not getting his answer.
Top liver, I guess.
Brian's not getting his answer. Yeah, we did get that too earlier, Brian. Yeah, we got his claim to be logical proof with a false comparison to waves and lakes. Do you remember?
No.
Exactly.
No. He said he has logical proof. That was an analogy.
That's what he's got.
No, that was it, Brian.
No, that was.
I want to hear. I'd like to give him.
No, I get you, Brian, because I definitely objected right when it happened. I said, well, we seem to be, you're talking about this logical framework, but all we're talking about is physical happenings.
Yeah, logical proof in physics from a demonstrated liar. Boy, this just keeps getting better and better. What's next?
That's the point I'm making, is that he's hanging on this logical proof constantly. It never gets to that point with anyone he's speaking to. It never actually comes out. Oh, I have a logical proof. I have a logical proof.
It would be easier showing a married bachelor, right?
Well, why does he never just give it?
Well, the logic is this. The logic is that nothing can't exist. How many times have you heard them say that? That's the logic.
Yeah, but we haven't heard it from him.
Yes, he had. Where have you been sleeping at, man?
Well, I mean, look, you guys can argue whether you have or haven't. Brian doesn't seem to think he has. So if Brian wants to know the answer, then he should inquire of Witsit by himself, because Brian's a man, Witsit's a man, and they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Right.
Hey, look, and he's in chat.
He's in chat,
right. Everyone clear the airwaves.
Witsit in chat. Hey, Brian.
Well, Brian, you're stupid.
Hey, Brian.
You proved to me earlier on.
Chill out.
Here, maybe Kiwi, what happened earlier on.
Oh, my goodness. Brian, you're a retard.
Right, AI and Brian, can you both stop? AI and Brian, clear the airwaves for QE, please. Brian, please stop. Please stop, Brian. Go ahead, QE.
I can't stop, Nathan, and I won't be stopping. Understand?
Nathan, when you get a second, I would like to...
You don't understand.
No. What ideally I'm going to be doing after QE, if everyone else clears the airwaves, what I'm going to be doing after QE speaks is handing the mic to Witsit and Brian, hopefully.
Why are you shouting at everyone, Nathan?
Because I'm trying to clear the airwaves. Listen to the words I'm saying that I'm having to shout because everyone's talking while I'm answering you. I'm still getting talked through. Why am I having to shout, you say, as you talk through me as I answer your question? Because I'm trying to explain to you that I'm clearing the airwaves for you and Witsit to talk, but you're still talking through me answering why I'm doing it. I've got to take charge. No, I'm not allowed to even answer you.
Take charge of what? You say can talk and straight.
He's hosting the show currently, Brian. What part don't you understand about this, retard?
He's not letting me answer him. He's asked me, and Brian literally will not yield.
Came in earlier.
No, he won't.
Came in earlier. No, Witsit didn't need his help, but he came in to help Witsit anyway. And there was no audio chaos really going on.
No,
he came in. No, there was no audio chaos.
I've tried to 30 seconds ago just get everyone to shut up for QE to talk. And it's just not, you're just not yielding ever.
Your book is
going to eventually clear the airwaves for you, Brian. That's my...
all he wants.
Brian, if you could just stop for a second. Okay,
No,
Brian, if you could just stop for a second.
I don't even possess mod powers, dummy.
No,
Okay, this server's gone full
Brian, I muted both of you guys and not just you guys because there was audio chaos. Can we just have Brian?
Not me, though,
Yes,
wasn't.
I did. I muted you, Brian. Can we have Brian and Witsit go at it, please?
Brian, he's going to have to mute you if you can't take... You're literally overriding our own moderators now.
No, because he's coming in to save AI now.
For a second. I just want to speak to Nathan. I just want to speak to Nathan. I just want to speak to Nathan, if I may. If I have your permission, Brian. As one man to another, I'm asking for your permission to be able to speak to another man. Oh, really? All right. So, Mr. Nathan,
anymore.
Mr. Nathan Oakley, are you intelligent enough to understand that if I have no mod powers in the server, I can't server mute anyone, right?
Yeah, you have got mod powers. Use them all you like.
No, I don't.
Do you not? I didn't know you didn't. Well, you should have.
Oh,
so Brian, he's trying to tell you he didn't server mute you because he doesn't have the ability to.
He was involved in it, Nathan. Right? He got someone to do it or something. He was directly involved. He came in, right, insulting me and attacking me out of nowhere when I was speaking to Witsit.
No, because
out of nowhere.
Okay.
Why did he do that?
I'll tell you if you'll let me. If you'll let me. But you won't stop talking. That's the problem. You've just asked a question and you're still talking. And when I tried to separate the last person that was talking to you, you will not yield to me trying to. You're fighting the ref. I'm the ref. No, I'm trying to separate you. And even now, while I'm explaining that to you, you're still doing it. You're fighting me, the ref.
Trying to talk straight through me.
I was in the middle of my sentence answering your question, actually, Brian, just then.
I didn't ask you anything, Nathan.
You did. Why did he do that? Why did he call you a retard constantly? Because I was trying to separate you as the ref. I've just tried to explain this, but you did it again, the very thing I'm trying to tell you. You're doing it now, fighting the ref. You won't stop, Brian. You won't take me stepping in to take charge. You won't tolerate it. No, you're talking through me, Nathan. No, I'm trying to separate you so we can hear both of you. But you just fight me.
From what?
From Witsit.
No, you're trying to now take it away from AI as well.
No.
I was speaking with Witsit, right? I was speaking with Witsit, right?
Yeah, I realise that.
There wasn't any audio chaos on my side. Witsit was creating a bit of audio chaos, and out of nowhere, only a bit now, not much, and out of nowhere, from the side comes in AI calling me a retard, attacking me, and then a few minutes later, I'm server muted.
Okay. I muted you both. Okay.
Where was that coming from? Where did that? It doesn't matter. Where was that coming from? Doesn't matter. Where was that coming from?
Brian, the problem is you've got the problem. Everyone stop, including Brian, hopefully. The problem is, Brian, someone's trying to answer you, but you will not stop talking. So about 4 times, Amir has attempted to answer you, but you can't stop talking.
I've heard him about 4 times. He keeps coming in and telling me, I server muted, right? I'm speaking about what AI did, right? That's what I'm speaking about. Now, everyone wants to talk about everything else. Well, not fucking me.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't forget.
Brian, okay.
Brian, that's the point, Brian. You're not the star of the show, homie.
I am so done with you. You showed your hand tonight. Other people may not be aware of what you are, but I know what you are now.
What he did, Brian. Okay, can you both stop? Both of you, please stop. Please.
If you're going to throw AI under the bus, you got to throw me under the bus.
Right, you were rumpusing Brian, so he rumpused you. That was it. There's no need to take it that personally. You were rumpusing, and I was trying to stop it, and you wouldn't let me interject to stop it, so he did it to you.
Yeah, Brian, we've been talking for 3 minutes now about you and whether or not you are muted or not, rather than the point we're trying to get to, Brian. When are you going to realize that?
I wasn't rumpusing anything, Nathan.
Well, Brian, you've been rumpusing for the past 3 minutes.
A little bit of audio chaos. But you started coming in talking in the middle of it, and then out of nowhere...
Holy crap, dude. Are we going to get to the point this year, or are we going to hear more about you crying? Are we going to get to the point, or are we going to hear you cry? Which one? You cry, or we move on to the point? Which one?
point is that you were
Brian's retarded
Okay,
crying like a
yeah, we
petulant
got the
child,
point.
or we move on. Which one?
Unbearable.
That's all I need to know.
Yeah, can somebody just mute Brian and me for goodness sake, so we could just get to the frickin' point, so we can hear it?
My point was that I've got to be able to take control if you're going to talk to Witsit. That was it. I've got to be able to separate you when you start rumpusing each other. That was all.
We weren't rumpusing each
I
other,
was
Nathan.
wrong.
You were talking directly through. We weren't rumpusing each other. It was the calmest of all the things that's happened since the show ended. Me and Witsit, when we were speaking, that was the calmest point in the whole lot of this.
Yo, let's all be friends.
And you're
If you
saying
guys
we were
want-
rumpusing each
If
other.
you want to put me on
Okay.
trial for
Kumbaya.
these lies or whatever, I'm happy to do that. I have literally changed my
Lucky you
schedule
have break
around.
gingerbread,
Changed
man.
my
Don't
What are
nobody
schedule
you
want to do
doing
around.
here?
Right,
whatever
Neil
off
and Eli,
perfection.
shut up immediately.
Just make
Chill.
your point.
Right, listen.
5
He's
seconds
been taken off mute for a reason. Don't interject. First things he said is
I don't
immediately
want no
rumpus. Just
olive
chill.
branch. I don't want no free tips from
I'm not
nobody. That's
asking
all.
for all. I'm saying you guys made the point that it's not about whether the ether exists. Specifically, it's about me supposedly being a liar and a grifter and a shill and all this stuff. If you guys want to put me on trial with specific accusations, I'm happy to answer them. I do want to address one thing, though. This idea I didn't know the 4 fundamental principles of logic. That's not correct. I didn't have the opportunity to say it. Obviously, those are very basic things. But it's up to you guys what you want me to do, because I found out me trying to really try to make my points is not going to work. But I'm actually here for the community. I will say that. And I will say that I actually do appreciate a lot of the work that many people in this room have done. You can take it or leave it. And trust me, I don't want to necessarily be here. I've been
Why are we
bombarded with
listening to
Shut
insults.
up,
this
Neil.
shit?
Neil, shut up.
Neil, chill, man. I've been bombarded with insults and braid and stuff like that, but it's all good. It's no hard feelings. So I don't know if Brian actually like what Brian's bringing up. If you want me to say what I consider logical evidence of the ether, or if you want me to address these accusations that I'm lying, I'm happy to do so. I think that any reasonable person would say that I have to have the ability to actually say it, though. And
Okay,
I'm
fine.
happy to try to do
No,
that.
I
So
think Brian
I
just
genuinely don't
wants.
believe that I'm lying. So
Okay, no.
That
just...
was my beef. Thank you,
No,
Nathan.
everyone else, please. We could just get Brian and Witsit. No, Witsit. He just wants your logical proof for ether. That's it.
yeah. So my logical proof is that waving is a type of motion, and a wave is not a thing. It's actually a type of motion. And so in order for there to be waves or wave
Why has somebody server muted him?
I don't know.
It's the noun.
Hold on.
Chewy can't
so in
take it.
order
I know it's Chewy.
in order for there to be something that's waving, or for there to be wave,
Whoever's doing that. No, not when I've just taken order for the last 10 straight friggin' minutes. Sorry, Witsit.
no, it's not good. So something has to be waving, right? And I would say that to claim otherwise would be special pleading, right? Like claiming the exception to a universal principle. As far as we know, in all other examples, when we have waving, it's something that's waving. It's motion of a medium, a towel, a beach, ocean, whatever. So that's my position. And I think that we see things like electromagnetic phenomena moving transversely, waving. So something has to be waving. That's kind of my position. That there would have to be a medium that's moving, and it can't be nothing, because nothing cannot exist. And so there's either something or nothing. It can't be a false dichotomy unless you present a third viable option. And whether you call that something ether or not is up to you. I don't care about that. But I'm not saying that if you acknowledge there's something, it must be ether. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there has to be something. It can't be nothing, because nothing cannot exist. And I consider that a logical proof. And that's kind of my point. I don't make a scientific claim about ether. So
Okay, that's fair enough. Now I've got to hear it. Your premise starts with the pre-assumption that light requires this medium. Would you agree?
the waving motion specifically must be a medium, yeah.
So your pre-assumption is that light requires this medium. That's basic. Would you agree with that?
No, I think light is the medium. So no, the
But
waving
if
motion.
light is the medium, then what's ether?
It's the same thing.
So you're just giving light a different name then?
No, it depends on, like, there's the visible spectrum and the non-visible spectrum. But yeah, light is this huge spectrum of vibration and frequency, and that is the medium.
Yeah, but light then doesn't need a medium because it has itself. That's what you're saying.
I said the waving motion is what needs a medium.
But the waving motion is something that you said you're going to, whatever. The point being is that you're stating that light is the medium and that light travels or exists in, travels through, moves in, whatever. You're saying light is the medium that light is the medium for light is what you're saying.
No, I said that a waving motion requires a medium to be waving, and therefore there must be a medium.
So that would mean that the medium can't be light then?
No, it literally is. The light is the waving motion of the medium. We call it light.
Right. So you're saying that the medium is light, right? So what's in the medium?
The logical premise, Brian?
Yeah, but hang on. No, hang on. I'm asking you. Listen, I'm trying to give you the opportunity here to present your logical proof.
Yeah.
Right.
There's two of them.
If the light is the medium, right? Then what is it that we're calling light?
The medium.
So it's just light is a medium, is what you're saying.
The light is the medium, and
No, a medium.
Sure, yeah, like in this
context. For what?
The medium. What do you mean for what?
Yeah, what's light the medium for?
What? No, there's a medium. It's waving, and then we call that phenomenon light. The medium.
The medium is waving, and you said earlier on that you can prove that the light is waving.
Yes, and
a medium would be air, vacuum, or water.
Hang on, please, only with it, right? So you're saying you can prove.
Yeah.
You can prove that light is waving, has a frequency. You can show this frequency physically.
Yeah. We use sensors to physically detect the transverse motion of light.
Okay, right. So
it's not just a mathematical function. We can physically sense it.
Okay, so that is light. So you're saying I can sense light?
No, we use sensors.
It can be sensed with. Well, we can physically with machines, with whatever, right? This is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Right. So that's light then. That's not ether.
Well, what I'm saying is that if we were to claim that that waving motion exists without a medium, as if it's like a wave is a noun or something, then we would be special pleading. We'd be claiming an exception to a universal principle. In all other scenarios, when we have waving, we have to have a medium that is waving. The waving is basically an action. It's a motion of a medium. This would be the one exception that's fallacious. You can't just baselessly assert that this is the one exception. It's fundamentally fallacious. That would be a logical evidence for ether. The second being that there can't be nothing, which means there must be something. Even if you were to suck as much air out of a chamber as you could, and you have some molecules in there, there's area around those molecules. Is there something there, or is there nothing there? Nothing cannot exist. That means that there's something. Space is just a concept. So space is nothing. We say length, width, breadth. That's a description of that area or that volume. That's not anything in and of itself. It's a concept. Like something has to be there. Space is nothing. Space is the absence of something. It's a privation. Those are the two logical.
What process? Sorry, please leave me with it a minute. So what process is it that you're speaking about where you can show that light is basically has a frequency?
Yeah, well, I can drop you many different papers where we use sensors to detect the motion of light.
What are you detecting, though? If you can't see what you're detecting, how do you know what you're detecting?
We can see it. We're talking about it's light.
So how, talk me through it.
Also, things exist without us being able to see it. For example, like we can't see a magnetic field.
Talk me through it.
Okay. For example, we can't see a magnetic field, but we can physically.
But we're not. Hang on. Stick to light. Stick to light.
No,
don't go on to other analogies. Stick to light.
Okay. Oh, okay. Just like we can't see the non-visible spectrum of light, we can verify that it's there. We can cause physical interactions with the non-visible spectrum of light. In fact, we can even put on like night vision goggles and see it, infrared and see it. So just because we can't see it with a naked eye doesn't mean it's not there. And we can cut through metal with the non-visible spectrum of light. So of course it's real and physical.
Infrared radiation is what you're speaking about. Yes?
Not just infrared. That's one portion of the non-visible spectrum.
Yeah, I know. There's a whole light spectrum, but you said infrared radiation. That's called thermal energy. Yes.
Yeah, I use that as an example. Yeah, we can cut through metal with it.
Right, thermal energy. Right. So
but you agree that even though we can't see it, it's real, right?
So are you like when you say light is waving, are you just speaking about thermal energy?
No, because you're trying to pigeonhole my claim into just
I'm
specific.
not. I'm trying to get to the point. I'm trying to get you to something
If
specific.
that's what you want to call it, right? It's just specifically it's light, whether visible or non-visible. It has a physical
energy.
Sure. That is a characteristic of it. It has thermal energy. Yes.
Yeah, everything has thermal energy. That's the
Yeah, it's
third
just a
law of
characteristic
thermodynamics.
of it. It's not what it is. It's a characteristic of it.
Well, thermal energy is how they describe it. That's the third law of thermodynamics.
It's a characteristic.
The thermal energy is always a constant.
Do you agree that a rock has? Do you agree that a
never
rock?
have 0 Kelvin?
Hold on.
Do you agree that a rock has thermal energy?
Hold on, both of you stop. Witsit, he's explaining a principle to you, right? Brian.
Yeah, the third law of thermodynamics states that you can never have a perfect vacuum because you can never have no thermal energy. That there can never be 0 Kelvin, right?
I agree.
So what you're speaking about has already been spoken about, it seems, and has already been detailed.
Well, okay. Specifically, what I'm saying is like, let's apply the third law and let's try to create a vacuum. It's not naturally occurring, but we're going to try to create like a vacuum chamber. There's no such thing as a perfect vacuum, right? So we're going to get as close as we can. So what's in that chamber? There's air molecules, right? What's in between the air molecules? That's my question. That's my logical proof. What's in between the air molecules, Brian?
Hold on. Just before you answer, Brian.
Nothing can exist. That's my point. You just now lost the debate.
A second. Both of you stop. Both of you stop. Hold on. Stop. Please stop. Please. You've just made a statement, Witsit. I just want you to repeat it. It seemed to me like you were saying your question about what's between the molecules of gas in a vacuum, right? The very few that are in there. Your question was what's between them. And then after asking that question, you said that's your logical proof. I just want
It's one of the two, yeah.
No. It's a question as opposed to a logical proof, so that those two things are incongruent with one another.
To clarify, the implication of the question is the logical proof, which is that there must be something in between the molecules.
But you're pre-assuming that there must be.
You're pre-assuming nothing can exist.
No. So both of you stop. Hold on.
I'm
just stop a second. Just both of you stop a second. I just want Witsit to clarify. You asked Brian, please yield. Brian, you've got to yield, please. We can't do this for 10 minutes with AI stepping in, calling you names. Please, yield. Witsit, we've finally got to what Brian has asked for. He's asked for you to make it explicitly clear what your logical proof of ether is. Now, I'm just going to drill it down again, because so far you've given a question, and you've said the implications of the question are your logical proof. So I just want you to make it explicitly clear, not a question, but what your claim is and how it's a logical proof of ether. Just take us through it nice and slow like. Thanks.
Yeah, if we have a chamber, we pull as much air out of it as we can. We have air molecules still in there because there's no such thing as a perfect vacuum. What is in between those air molecules?
It's a question. Don't ask me something.
I'm about to
stop.
say the answer.
Please stop. Please stop. Maybe you didn't understand the first time I said this, so I will repeat it. Brian's on hold and getting more and more frustrated, by the way, with me, which is unfair on me. It's only the case because you've ignored me. So I'll say it again. If you're going to suggest that you've got a logical proof of something, don't rumpus me, woman, then I'm not going to accept a question. Is it just me, or am I now getting white knights also chiming up?
You said Eli and you misheard him. That's the problem. I got a fucking headache too, bro. You misheard him.
I understand what Nathan is asking him. I understand.
Okay, let's go to the chase. I'll say it. There must be something between the air molecules because nothing cannot exist.
Let's have one mod and two people making a debate. One mod, Nathan. Two people debating. Brian, Witsit.
Oakley, does that answer your question, bro?
I've just got Brian to clarify his position. Now Brian can respond to it. Now we know what he's stated explicitly is the logical proof. Do you want to repeat it again, Witsit?
Sure, yeah. There must be something between the molecules because nothing cannot exist.
Thank you. Brian.
Okay. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, Watson. The statement that nothing can't exist is an illogical statement because nothing is not an existence. for a start, is it?
There's a paradox with nothingness.
Well, that's my point. That's why nothing cannot
Hang
exist
on.
redundant.
Yeah, but nothing is not an existence of something.
So we
So
agree.
to state that nothing can't exist is just like, but that
Double
doesn't,
negative.
like, I mean, logically,
It's
it
a
doesn't.
double negative.
But by the
Yeah,
fact
it
that
doesn't.
something exists, nothing.
Hang on, please.
It's redundant.
Hang on,
Hello,
and
Storm. You don't need to defend your man. Brian is now summarising just how illogical this shit is. I'd like you to shut
Storm
up.
is on Brian's side, by the way.
Maybe Witsit could also pipe up. Maybe a few more people can pipe up so audio chaos can come. As Brian summarises that which he's asked for, the illogical shit that Witsit just spewed will be summarised by his opponent Brian without any white-knight assholes trying to defend the utter shite that Witsit just spewed. Brian will do that now. Thank you. Everybody else except Brian, shut up.
Okay, the statement that nothing can't exist is a bit of a trap statement because nothing can't be in existence with it.
I agree. It's redundant.
So that's illogical.
No.
So
just
you have to
rephrase it.
You don't need to chant through him, Witsit. Not, no, my illogical statement isn't illogical. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, you're desperate.
Let's make attempt number 3 with Witsit being belligerent to the moderator. I've told you to shut the fuck up, little man. Brian's going to rip you a new asshole now, little man. I'm having to demean you because you won't shut the fuck up as you take a pummeling, little man. Put yourself on mute. Shut your bitch-ass mouth. And Brian's going to point out that you've got logically fuck all. You're a twat with nothing but illogical shite that contradicts itself. Nothing of nothing. Yeah, Brian's going to point out that double negative without you yammering through him because you're lost. With his shite that isn't logical proof of anything. So we'll make attempt number 3 without Witsit the bitch chanting through his defeat. Go ahead, Brian. Let's make attempt number 3.
Okay. Only something can exist. The statement that nothing can't exist is a broken statement logically because nothing can't have an existence. So you're pre-assuming, what you're doing is you're pre-assuming that something is there in place of this nothing and that something is ether, when really what you're actually doing is going over, from what I can gather, old ground that has already been gone over and what they call thermal energy. That's what it seems to be.
Are you saying, Brian, that he's conjuring something? That would be
Why are
ether.
you talking right now?
Because I'm just summarising Brian's point like I asked you to repeatedly summarise your shit. Now I'm summarising Brian's. Do you not like me summarising Brian's absolute annihilation of your totally illogical shit? Would you prefer that Brian doesn't get a summary and only you get to do that like you just did? I asked you to repeatedly summarise your shit that Brian just took a dump on, Witsit. Now you can shut the fuck up while I reiterate Brian's point. Yeah, that's right. What he's doing is conjuring something. What's that something called? Oh, yeah, ether. He's conjuring something called ether from nothing. What, the gaps between the molecules? He's quite literally conjuring something from nothing. Because you can't have nothing or nothing. So something's got to be there in place of the nothing. Because you can't have nothing. Right, Brian? That's broken and illogical and proof of nothing and definitely not logically, frameworkly proving ether, as Brian just concisely summarised. Oi, TM, you little bitch. Your man's getting annihilated, TM, you little bitch. Brian's annihilating, and I'm summarising Brian's absolute annihilation of this utter shite that essentially conjures something that's ether from nothing. That's what he's done. Isn't it, Brian?
Well, that's what it seems to me. It seems to be to me that what's after happening is that with it, that you're literally conjuring something out of nothing, and you're more or less hijacking thermal energy, which is kinetic energy, or kinetic energy is a form of thermal energy. That's what you're actually hijacking. This ground has already been gone over. It's within the laws of thermodynamics. This has already been addressed. You're trying to dress it up differently or something. I don't know what you're doing, but you're definitely trying to create something out of nothing. I don't think that's not logical.
ether from the gaps in vacuums. Yeah, Witsit, what do you say to the conjuring something? Well, there must be something in the gaps between nothing, and that's nothing is ether. It's conjuring something from nothing. What do you say, Witsit?
Yeah. So I could just easily rephrase it to try to claim when I say nothing doesn't exist, although obviously double negative and redundant, that somehow I'm claiming nothing must exist so I can say it doesn't exist is actually very stupid. But you could rephrase it and say, in between the air molecules must exist something. It can't be nothing. And what he has now done is actually pivoted and made the claim that it's thermal energy and claims that other people claimed that. And I'm just trying to replace it. So, Brian, would you like to say it with your chest?
No.
It's okay. You don't have to save him.
Hold on, Brian. Hold on, Witsit. No. Hold on, Brian, and hold on, Witsit. Both of you need to yield. No, both of you need to stop. Witsit, so based on what you've just responded to Brian with, you're now telling Brian that it is illogical and a double negative. So that shit you claimed as evidence based on logic is not logic. It's a double negative and illogical based on your own admission. So given that you've admitted that to Brian, Brian can now have the floor. You've just conceded Brian's point. So the floor is now Brian's. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah. Thank you, Nathan. I didn't make
desperate
any
retards at this point. That's where we're at.
Oh, the little bitch won't take. You conceded his point. Now he's going to. You conceded. Yeah, it was a double negative and illogical, Witsit. That shit that you stacked up as proof of ether, something from nothing. You conceded the double negative illogical nature of what you stated. Brian's getting the floor. You don't get to chant through him. He will now get the floor, whether you like it or not.
I was in the middle of my response after waiting patiently for 4 minutes, actually.
You conceded.
Me.
It was. You conceded.
Me.
You conceded. And now he won't shut up. Oh, is this how you get a point? You fight the mod like Brian did. You're going to fight the mod. You're going to fight me, the mod. I'm
interrupting me.
No, I'm summarising and giving Brian the floor, but you won't yield. You keep talking through Brian after I've given him the floor, won't you, Witsit?
No, you summarized his point.
I'm going to give Brian the floor. I'm giving Brian the floor, not you, Witsit. After your concession, Brian gets the floor. You conceded.
You know what I'm saying? And no one in this room has the balls to call him out right now.
Oh, he's not going to shut up. After his concession, he now won't shut up. He won't yield the floor after his concession. What a bitch. You conceded it was illogical, Witsit. We heard you. Now you won't yield to Brian?
What I will say,
Brian, call him out if you have any integrity at all. Call Oakley out right now.
I'm trying to stop chaos. What I will say is that what you were stating and what you are stating as a logical proof is actually illogical. And when I speak about thermal energy, anyone who wants to research thermal energy and what they state about thermal energy and kinetic energy, I'm not making any claims about anything between any molecules. I'm not making any claims about that. Thermal energy is passed from one molecule to the other, from a molecule to a surface, from a surface to molecules, right? From the sun to the solid earth, from the solid earth, right, to the air, and from the air to you and everything else. But in between all those molecules, I'm not making any claims about that. And thermal energy is passed from place to place. So it seems to me that what's actually happening is you don't have a logical proof. And when it comes to ether, what you're actually trying to do is redescribe thermal energy. Whether you know it or not, maybe you don't know that. I don't know. I don't know what you know. But I wouldn't call that a logical proof, honestly.
Okay, so yeah. So like if you tried to suck all the air out of a chamber, there'd still be air molecules there. There must be something between the air molecules. There must be something there. It can't be nothing. When I say nothing cannot exist, it's like painfully redundant that I have to say that double negative phrase to elucidate the obvious when nothing defines itself, yet I have to say it to make this simple logical argument.
Why are you smiling?
Now, what you're doing right now is you're claiming that what's there is thermal energy. Okay, so you're now making the claim that
I didn't make claims it was thermal energy in between the molecules. I never made claims. Anyone can research thermal energy with it, and they see that when I speak about thermal energy, I'm speaking about thermal energy. I didn't make any claims about anything between the molecules.
I'll just clarify. We do agree that there must be something there between the air molecules.
Sorry, just hold on. Let me just clarify what you're asking, Brian. Hold on, everyone stop. Everyone stop. I'm asking to clarify what you're asking Brian to concede. You're asking him to concede that when you say that the ether is the nothing, when you conjure ether from nothing, you're asking us to concede that that must be the case, correct?
That's a blatant straw man that you're going to interrupt as I call it out. I did not say anything like that. I said there is no such thing as nothing, which is self-defined.
That's double negative. You started smiling. Stop.
I made it.
Stop.
I made
Stop.
it very clear.
Stop. I heard this. You're repeating yourself. Stop. Yield. You don't seem to be taking moderation well, Witsit.
Moderator.
You smiled when you pointed out this double negative, and he won't yield. He's going to keep yammering through the moderator. No, you're just yammering through the moderator, and I'll try and take control. No, Witsit. Did you want to yield? You smiled.
Are you debating me or am I debating Brian?
No, I'm summarizing what you just said, and you don't seem to want to yield.
You're debating me and censoring me.
No, I'm summarizing what you just said.
No, you're debating me and censoring me.
You smiled when you described the double negative you must use. You just smirked as you said, it's amazing that I have to use this double negative to elucidate this fact, with a big smirk. Now, that double negative is still the double negative contradiction, Witsit.
Because
so it doesn't, and there he is censoring me. As I point out the contradiction in his argument, as I pass it back to Brian.
There's no contradiction in this.
It is. It's a double negative. You can't have nothing and nothing. Brian went through this, and it seems like you've ignored everything he said, and now you're not tolerating that being pointed out by the moderator.
My response
he's still going to censor the moderator pointing out where he's lost, because he smirked his way through. It takes me to use a double negative to elucidate that ether is basically conjured from the air. Between the gaps in it, the nothing between them, where there's nothing to describe, you can't have that nothing, so it must be ether. Yeah, we understood. You asked us
straw man.
That's what you told us.
Now the moderator is debating and
before you carry on, Nathan.
The moderator's strawmanning me, bro.
We're all being very patient here, but I'm collecting lies. Okay, and there's another one, isn't it? What you've just done now. Why would you do that, Witsit? Yeah, Nathan's trying to moderate. You disprove, and you.
He's not moderating, and you know it. You're lying, but you're a liar, so to be expected.
Dude, I'm appealing to your actual, as you keep, but I'm appealing to your humanity as a decent person to stop this.
Appeal to Oakley's humanity when he's debating, when he's supposed to be a moderator, and he keeps biasly censoring me in the middle of my point.
Presentation of your lying. It's embarrassing, dude.
Where'd I lie, buddy? Where'd I lie?
I was summarizing you.
Go ahead.
Hold on. He's asking where he lied.
Being recorded, and
you can do it, Adam. Where'd I lie, buddy? Where'd I lie? Yeah, I didn't lie. Okay, so Brian, can I ask you the question now without Oakley jumping in?
Truly
all
delusional, then.
Okay,
no, you just made that. I did not lie, as if that's a hand.
No, where did I lie? Where'd I lie?
It makes you delusional, then, son.
Okay,
you understand?
Okay, now can I get back to Brian?
You can't just say that to other rational people and expect them to just move on. Do you understand?
Do you understand? You can't just accuse me of lying without offering any type of validation of that claim.
It's not reasonable, dude.
All right, fair enough, Adam. Can I talk to Brian for just a second? Maybe?
Oh, I'm sure you would like to. Brian, would you like to tell him why that's not reasonable?
No, why I'm lying. Hey, Brian, where did I lie?
Who cares?
I didn't lie, did I, Brian? Okay, so Brian, can we get back to the point?
The point of contention on the table is the miscommunication between whether you're talking about the way thermal energy transfers or the space between molecules, for goodness sakes.
Yeah, and I find this profound, actually.
Oh, my God. Okay, right, I've got to take control again. Adam and everybody else. Adam, stop. Adam, please. Adam, stop. Stop.
No.
Adam, it's not your debate. Stop. Brian, are you satisfied? You asked for this.
Austin says he has a question for me. Now, I might have a question for him after that.
Yeah, my question is, so like, just to make sure that we're in agreement that there must be something, whatever that something is, right? Like, there must be something in between the air molecules.
Straw man. Hold on, Brian. Straw man. He just told me this was a straw man. I summarised this 2 seconds ago.
It's okay.
I've got to step in as the moderator, Brian. I tried to summarise this point.
When I asked him
Please stop talking. I just summarised this 35 seconds ago, and you told me upon summarising that exact point that it was a straw man. You just told me when I summarised that it was a straw man. That's what you said.
No, you said that. No, what I said was a straw man. Was you said that I'm saying that something must be ether. I didn't say that. In fact, I said the exact opposite. I said,
So how is this? Okay. Thank you for clarifying that, Witsit.
Yeah.
So if this
Yeah.
is,
You're wrong
thank you,
for the 1000th time.
Witsit, for clarifying that. Can I just respond as the
proving that you're
moderator?
wrong again?
Is he ever going to shut up? Thank you for clarifying that. Let me get it straight. This will not be logical proof of ether, correct?
Well, I made it clear. Like ether's just a name, and there are many different definitions of what that could be. And I've been clear since the beginning, right? That I'm not claiming
You
to know
said you
exactly
had
what it
logical
is.
proof for it.
I
though,
made
with
it.
the last one.
I made. Yeah. Because I use
Yeah.
the word ether.
Okay, thank you.
I use the word.
Thank you. That's enough, Witsit. Can you stop talking now, please?
See what's saying,
Witsit,
bro?
please,
Like,
can you stop
you guys
talking
have
now?
37
Thank
people
you,
that listen to
Witsit.
you.
Can you stop talking now? You've given me the answer I asked for. So, just to be clear, it could be called something else, and it's not logical proof of ether because you're not calling it ether, but you're going to tell me I can call it ether.
No, I am calling.
I haven't finished speaking, and yet the little bitch is talking.
Well, objection, straw man.
So
yes, Witsit is always.
I don't need any
over-talking.
help. Shut that man up. Mute him immediately.
Man, learn to speak English before you.
I'm
interject
talking
in
to you, Witsit. Witsit, I summarized your position as conjuring something from the gaps between the molecules as being ether. Now you've said, no, that isn't my claim of ether. So I'm now clarifying. Are you saying this isn't your logical proof of ether? Are you going to repeat that it's actually what I could call it? Or is it not proof of ether? Which is it, you disingenuous scumbag fuck?
Oh, actually, my position has been the same the entire time, which is ether is just a name for the fact that something must
Is
exist.
this logical proof of ether, yes or no?
Yes, because that's what I call ether.
Okay, thank you.
Maybe pull
So,
out a
and
crayon or
stop
something.
talking. I just needed a yes or no. So
need a
to
crayon,
summarize, the gaps between the particles is ether. Quite literally, conjuring ether from the gaps between the particles then. That's your logical proof. Because you can't have... Bitch, I'm talking. You can't have nothing.
Yeah, that's why
Therefore,
you're
the gaps
lonely.
between the particles...
Miserable.
Bitch, I'm still summarizing your devastating loss.
Yeah, I'm the bitch.
Yeah, bitch. You're gonna get me smiling now, son. Yeah, your logical proof, while you chant through me like the defeated bitch you are, is that the gaps between the molecules is ether because you can't have nothing. That's your logical fuckwit proof. Bitch, I'm still talking. It's the fourth
But you're supposed to be
attempt.
moderating, but you're
Do you need to call me a straw man user when I summarize your bitch point? Do you need to do that? Through the top
Are
of me.
you moderating or monologuing?
I'm summarizing your loss. Brian took you through it to get you to this point. Now I'm summarizing it, bitch. Yeah, you're conjuring ether from the gaps between particles, mate, and saying because you can't have nothing, there must be ether. You tried to deny that that was actually your claim of ether till I pointed out that that wouldn't be a logical proof of ether. Now it is your logical proof of ether. We've tied that down, that bullshit. And it is your logical proof that because we can't have nothing, the gaps are ether. Okay, thank you, Witsit. You can shut up now. Brian gets the mic. Now I've successfully summarized with a lot of fucking obfuscation from you. Now you can shut up. Brian got you to that point where the gaps between the molecules. I've just summarized your point, Witsit. That's all I'm doing. I'm not debating you. I'm passing back to Brian. Brian, go ahead.
No, you're leaving out pivotal details of my
No,
position.
the gaps
Brian,
between the
show some integrity
particles
and
are your logical proof of
Brian,
ether,
yield
Witsit. We
to
heard.
me so I
We
can
heard.
explain it.
Witsit, you just need to shut up and yield now. We heard.
Brian, will you show some integrity and yield to
Witsit,
me?
I clarified. We heard. Now you need to yield to Brian. We heard you. You've done nothing but talk for the last 10 minutes. Brian hasn't said a word. Thank you. Go ahead, Brian.
Thank you, Nathan. Austin, I'm going to answer your question. No, I don't believe there's anything in between those molecules. When you study gas behavior and you study laws of thermodynamics, you study thermal energy and kinetic energy and the effects that thermal energy has on molecules and on all matter, then it's all completely explained. And there is no need for what you're trying to claim in between those molecules. There is no proof for anything you're trying to claim in between those molecules. And I personally think that you're mixing up the effects of thermal energy on matter, and especially with gases, and you're calling this ether. I personally think that's what's going on. There's a lot of people maybe haven't really properly researched how gases work, and thermal energy and kinetic energy, as they're described. So no, I don't make any claims about anything in between those molecules. I wouldn't agree with you there.
Okay, and so we can wrap it up here because I'm going to tuck my little girl in. But you're saying that you don't necessarily think there is anything between it. So you're invoking nothing. You're invoking the possibility of nothing when you say
that's the whole purpose of a vacuum.
Okay, so you are invoking nothing. My position is that is logically inept. It cannot exist. It's fallacious. Nothing defines itself as being impossible to exist. Therefore, there must be something. You have lost. I'm going to go now. Goodbye.
No.
You can't. He's just run away.
Nah.
So you're saying you can't have nothing,
he can't
so it must
support
be
his
ether.
position.
Let me just summarize, Brian, please. You can't have nothing, so the nothing must be ether. That's his argument.
Yeah, I could have gone further into it. I could have gone into gas behavior and how gas fills a vacuum and different, diffusion, different things like that. But he can't support that. That's not a logical proof. So his claim of he said tonight that he didn't have any. He said it in the past. He said it to me more than one time that he doesn't claim any scientific proof for ether. Now, that's what he said. Now he might have said different to other people, but to me he said that.
Well,
and he said he had logical proof for ether, and he didn't. What he produced was not logical proof. It was pre-assumption based off of what I can gather is a misunderstanding of thermodynamics. Go on, no thanks.
Oh, you guys did well. That was pretty interesting. I would just say that neither of you guys could show like physical nothing or that physical something. So it would have to be just an inference. But yeah, that's you guys.
Well, you can't. Well. Nothing doesn't have physicality.
Right. Yeah.
Therefore, it must be ether.
You should research gas behavior more in depth rather than just for as Kiwi would say for Micah deep. Research it deeper, and things make a lot of sense. Sorry, Nathan.
Well, the argument is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire life. You know, if I describe the emptiness of something, yeah, okay, you describe how empty something is to me. Okay, imagine a box with nothing in it. Okay, I've got it. Cardboard box, nothing in it. You can't have that. What do you mean I can't have that? There can't be nothing. Okay. Therefore, ether. What? Well, you can't have nothing. What are you talking about? Describing something as being non-existent, the absence of something, is merely our description of there being nothing there. But you're saying if I ascribe a description of there being no, for the sake of argument, gas, described as a vacuum in our language. So if I describe the absence of something, gas, as a vacuum, you're going to say that the absence of that gas is ether. Because the gaps between the gas is an absence of something, and you can't have an absence of something, therefore it must be something. Therefore, the gaps between the particles of gas prove logically that there is an ether. The gaps between the gas is ether. Oh, so you're ascribing the existence of ether to the non-existent description of the gaps between the particles of gas. That is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Well, that like he told me that a long time ago. That's why I was confused about this logical proof that I hadn't heard. But that's what he told me a long time ago. That was his whole thing a long time ago.
You can't have nothing, so it's ether. That's his argument.
See, yeah, but what he's basically doing is trying to hijack thermal energy. That's what he's basically trying to do. From what I can gather, maybe he's not even doing it on purpose. Like, I think he's confusing thermal energy and its effects on matter and calling it ether. What he's basically saying is a vacuum can't exist of any kind. Well, we know a vacuum can exist, not a perfect vacuum, but we know a vacuum can exist. I don't know. I don't know. From what that's all I could gather from what he's saying.
It's a misappropriation of a completely different convention. The word vacuum is exclusively describing the absence of gas particles, isn't it? And how much gas we have in a given area to describe it as a vacuum. So you can describe sea level as a vacuum. It's just a certain amount of gas in a given area. Yeah, that's what you describe a vacuum as. So it's our convention that we use to describe how much gas or the absence thereof there is in a given area. Well, that's a convention. So you're going to say that within that convention, if we described the absence of the gas in that convention, that absence, we're not allowed that. We've got to ascribe something to that absence. No, it's just where there isn't the gas that we are describing in that convention when we say vacuum. So because we describe the absence of something in a different convention, it's not tolerable and therefore must be ascribed the word ether. Fuck, it's the highest order of fuckwittery.
Yeah, as I said, I think it comes down to actually not researching things correctly. Pre-assuming something and going headlong into it without actually researching. Like the laws of thermodynamics, they deal with so many things. You know, one of the things they deal with is thermal energy.
Yeah, it's a pretty good. I like where you're going with that, Brian. So then, with the gas, would you say that the gas, right, is dictates to the available space, or does the available space dictating? Like, so does the gas expand to the space, like the vector, the direction of the pressure vector, or which one is telling which one what to do?
It's just how we describe it in that convention.
Nobody knows. Yeah, nobody knows why high pressure goes to low. Nobody knows. All we know is that we see it happening. Nobody can prove a cause to it. They've tried and tried and tried. Just like nobody can prove the cause of hot going to cold. It's just an effect we observe, we experience. That's all we know.
It is a simple.
Would you say that there was a? Would you say that? Like, I'm under the impression that there's no such thing as a pulling force. It would be like a pseudo force. There's only a pressure. So then, to find like the vector of where the force is coming from, it would be the where it's pressing. I'm under that impression.
What do you mean by pulling or pulling force? What I don't understand.
If you want to find where what I was saying, you want to find out where the origin of the torque is, then you find, that would be always in the pressing from A to B. It wouldn't be something pulling from to the interior. It's always pressing, like the gas pressure upon the container. It's a press, or press up off the floor. It's always that vector.
Well, gas just expands in all directions and moves in all directions. That's the only way you can describe it, because of the effects that it has. And the more thermal energy it has, the more kinetic energy it has. When you add heat, there's more movement, more pressure. You take it away, there's less movement, less pressure. I don't know what you're saying. I don't understand what you mean by that.
It was just another. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it wasn't really that cohesive. It was just another part to kind of, if somebody was going to try to attempt to find out whether the gas is dictating to the volume or the volume dictates to the gas, then would you or could you or should you look towards the vector and
Think of it like this: all these little gas molecules do their best to fill up all that nothing that Witsit's talking about. They're constantly trying to fill that nothing, and if there's a big area and very few molecules, right, they're going to constantly be moving around trying to fill that nothing.
But that nothing is merely defined in the convention as the volume for the actual ascribable force-containing items, that's the gas particles, to be in. So when we say the space, or the area, or the volume, all we're talking about is arbitrarily ascribing a given amount of space for the gas to be in. So it's the gas that we're describing, and the space is merely the dimensions we ascribe that gas to be in, or put it in if it's in a container. Now, that restriction for the gas to be in to describe in that convention has absolutely fuck all to do with some stupid shit called ether. It's working completely outside the convention of vacuums and gas pressure. When we describe dimensions or dimensionality to volume for the gas pressure that we're actually describing, that's just the volume in the convention. Saying that the volume, well, you can't have that volume because that's a nothing. So it's got to be ether. It's just fucking stupid. It's just the volume in the convention. That's all it is.
I remember saying before, I think it was after the second time I was speaking with Witsit, I think it was on his show, I think it was that time, I said, or maybe it was the third time, I said that he was trying to basically hijack the unknown, right? Nobody can see what's happening between those little molecules.
Oh, you can't see it. It must not exist.
Nobody can see what's happening in between those
You
molecules.
get closer to your mic, Witsit.
So that's the unknown. So you're trying to hijack the unknown with it.
Do you agree
That's what you're trying to do.
exist even if we can't see it?
You're
though?
really
Like,
quiet, Witsit. Can you get closer to your mic?
Yeah, but
I can hardly
you
hear
have to
you.
pre-assume it then with it.
Okay, well, dude, we don't have to assume the non-visible spectrum of light.
You're ignoring me. We can hardly
Yeah, but
hear you,
we
Witsit.
can can show the effects of
Hold
that.
on a second,
No,
Brian.
it's not
Witsit,
just
Witsit. We can hardly hear you. Whenever you're shouting at us, we can hear you. But can you just get closer to your mic or something? Because I can hardly hear you.
Yeah, is it better now?
No.
Just say I don't have to unplug it.
Okay, well, it's like we can't have a conversation with you because I can hardly hear you. Man, it's one extreme or the other. He either can't shut up and we can hear him clearly rumpusing the living shit out of us, or he's muttering.
Is this any better?
No, Witsit. If is this any better as I get further away from my mic and speak more softly?
Buddy, calm down, bro. Like my mic messes up like that sometimes. I have to unplug my audio mixer. So if it didn't fix it, I'll have to figure something else out. But that does happen sometimes. Don't make it weird.
Gonna drop you. Coming back.
Okay.
Yeah, but with it seems to me that you are confusing thermal energy and the effects it has on matter. You're basically trying to hijack the unknown. That's how I view it. I don't. What you told me earlier, I can't call that a logical proof.
Bro, you said that nothing can exist.
I never said nothing can exist.
You said there might not
Nothing.
be anything
I
there.
specifically stated I specifically stated that nothing can't have an existence.
But you just said that there might not be anything there.
Yes.
Okay, if there isn't anything there, would that be nothing?
Does that nothing exist?
Oh, I asked you a question. If there isn't
Yeah,
anything
but does that nothing exist? My question to you is directly in line with what you just said. Does that nothing exist then?
That's what you're claiming.
No, I didn't make that claim. I never said that.
You said there isn't anything there.
Only something can exist.
Okay, what's the antonym to
Would
nothing?
you agree that only something can exist?
Of course.
Right. So nothing then can't be called in existence.
Right. So what's the antonym to anything?
Something, I said.
What's the antonym to anything?
What's the antonym? The opposite of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me.
You know, what's the opposite of anything?
What is the opposite of it?
Nothing.
And
right.
So you said there might not be anything there. You said there's not anything there. That would mean that it's nothing. So you invoked nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's nothing there.
You invoked nothing
In between molecules.
Okay, thank you for elucidating my logical proof of ether, and you don't have to call it ether.
No.
And that would
no, nothing is the absence
you
of
just invoked
stuff.
nothing, bro.
The word nothing is
Nothing
the
is the
absence
absence
of
of
stuff.
something.
It's the absence of stuff.
Right.
So you're saying
that
the
there's
absence of
nothing
stuff
there?
by description in a convention of vacuums is ether. The absence of stuff is ether. Having something
saying
not
there's
exist
nothing
within this framework, within a dimensionality that you describe the gas particles moving around in, that convention, that's the something now. That's now ether. You're conjuring something from nothing.
Yeah. Let me ask you something, Austin.
No, wait, Tom.
Is
To
it
say that I'm
possible
conjuring something
that
from nothing requires
is
you
it possible
invoke
that
and reify nothing.
radiation? Is it possible that radiation can exist between those molecules?
Good question. What is radiation?
Well, if you're talking about radiation energy, basically that covers all of the light spectrum,
So I would say yes.
right? So you would say that radiation, then some form of radiation can exist between those molecules, yeah?
Yes.
Right. So Where are you going with ether, man?
No, you can call it that if you want to. You can say that it's radiation.
That's not your claim. You've
No.
never stated anything about radiation.
It is my claim.
In the several years I've heard you, you've never mentioned, you've never stated there's radiation in between those molecules. You've never stated that.
He did.
No, I have. It is
Yeah,
my
he
claim.
did. Yeah, he did. He said electromagnetic radiation can transpose itself through a vacuum or be mediated through a vacuum. And there you go, by assuming it travels in a transverse wave, and since waves are what we described earlier with the lake example, that means the medium must be there because the wave and the medium are intrinsically contingently linked. That's the argument, for goodness sakes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and like
Right.
and
So
the other example I made.
That means he wasn't lying the shit out of everybody earlier.
Well, let's get to that. Let's get to that. Okay, because listen. Let me
not
explain.
dealing with a duplicitous liar.
Let me explain why I stepped away because I need to go pray and pray with my daughter and tell her
figure out whilst you need to go pray. Let's focus on that.
No, I'm saying that's why I
Adam wants forgiveness.
It's your space.
What happened earlier?
They being great.
I'm just trying to explain that I stepped away earlier abruptly because I thought it did reach a pretty convenient conclusion. I wanted to pray with my daughter before I put her down to sleep. And my
Did
wife
you go to
called
pray
down
about
and
what a
said,
shit house you were to me with
My
regards
wife-
to my Christianity and how you'd been affected by the path of the devil? Did you mention that?
What the heck?
I apologize for that, but anyway. So my wife.
I'm just saying, when you went to pray earlier, in between our chats, did you, whilst chatting with God, because you brought up your chat with God, not me, mention what a wanker you'd just been?
No. When I prayed for my daughter,
he knows though, doesn't he? Witsit? That's the best thing. He heard it all.
That's right.
the
He
bonus.
knows exactly what's going on here. Yes.
He knows
that's
what
right.
a wanker you are.
He'll shame the devil next
how many
time,
times I've
Adam.
been slandered here. He knows how many times I've bit my tongue. He knows
You
how many times
apologize to me, but you didn't
Can I
ask forgiveness from him.
No, I will, but I'm not
Well
going to
done,
do it
big
in a
man.
prayer with
Well
my
done, eh?
2-year-old.
Get on there, big man.
Adam, you think I should have said something about a Discord?
Witsit. Get your 2-year-old on the line right frickin' now. Get your 2-year-old on the air right now. Let's do it.
Yeah, dude, she needs to be accountable.
Witsit, can I ask you a question? Back on topic, right?
Yeah.
Are you claiming that radiation, right, which is whatever form of light, right, radiation energy covers all of light? Are we claiming that is what's in between the molecules?
Well, if you remember what my position is, it would be yes, because I think light is the ether. I think that the entire spectrum of light, visible and non-visible, is what ether is. We distinguish it, and that's why I disagree with the archaic ether model, which is that light must travel through ether, and that's why I take such contention with this straw man you guys have been looping for so long. I don't agree with that. In fact, I get a lot of kickback from that. But let me explain. I get a lot of kickback from that because I don't believe that. I even disagree with Tesla, for example. I disagree with Oliver Heaviside, people I look up to intellectually, because I don't think that light travels. I think that that's a misnomer. I don't think that ether is a requirement or antecedent because light has to travel through a medium. I think that light is the medium.
So, would it be fair then to say that you've actually only ever been referencing radiation and just calling it ether?
Well, yeah, I think that's an excited modality of ether.
No, hang on.
I mean, no.
Either the radiation energy is the ether or it's not. Which are you claiming?
I think it is
right.
The ether.
So all this time, you've only actually been referencing radiation energy.
No. Radiation is
ether is not something that's unknown then, because if you're referencing radiation energy, we know about that.
Well, welcome to the club.
We already know about that.
Dude, welcome to the club. How stupid is it to deny ether, Brian? You know what I'm saying?
But I'm not denying radiation energy. You were claiming ether. Yet all along you were speaking about radiation energy.
Yeah, this goes back to the conversation I had with Oakley back in the day when I brought up, well, what about the non-visible spectrum of light? And he's like, touche.
Yeah, but
right?
Yeah, but that means that but this has already been covered. It's called radiation energy. It's the spectrum of light.
Yeah, my point is that there's something.
So why did you start calling it ether? Why have you? Because what's actually happening is that you've called radiation energy, which is the spectrum of light, you've called that ether for several years now, and giving people the impression that there's something else there besides that.
There is
That's the impression
something
you've
else.
given
There's
people.
two things that. So the problem here, Brian, is that we're not really parsing out that there's two things at play. For example, a guitar chord, right? You put the guitar chord on the guitar, you set the guitar in the corner, the chords ain't doing nothing. However, they are the chords. You go over there and you pluck the chord, they're now creating an entirely different energy than they were before. While it's excited after being plucked, it makes sound that you hear. So the chord itself in motion is what is the sound. So it's just what it is that we have common terms that we're both using here, light, etc., all these things, but they're being shifted into different meanings. So you both have different meanings for the same term. So you're fighting each other with your terms.
Objection.
Right, and the source of this is because we're trying to figure out what light is, and it's the most
Sorry,
complexing,
objection.
confounding
Light
phenomena
isn't a
known to
guitar
man.
string. Light is not a guitar string, nor is it a stream, nor is it a lake, nor is it water.
Yeah, it's called an analogy, Oakley.
Yeah, but Austin, the problem is that it seems to me that the past few years you've given people the impression that ether is something outside of radiation energy, when all the time you were just referring to radiation energy. Why weren't you just using the term
Have you
radiation
actually watched
energy?
my streams? When you say it appears to you that I've given the impression to people, that means you haven't watched my streams, because for
I've
2
literally
years,
debated you on topics like this.
that doesn't mean you've listened to my stream. That means for 2 years before I talked to Oakley, I made my position very clear. Ether is the background medium. Light can be nothing more than a sound wave in the ether.
You're
Light
now
is
inferring
you can't even
something
hear it right
that isn't
now. That's what
there.
I'm saying. You have to shut it down right now. Light is nothing more than the
I'm not shutting
excitation
it down. You've
light
admitted that
is
you're just
simply an
referring
ether.
to the light
There you
spectrum.
go. I bet if you censor it, it'll become true. Light is an ether
No, but you can't
perturbation.
have an ether
There you
now.
go.
It's too
There you
late. The
go.
cat's out of the bag.
What?
You've
No,
let the cat out of the bag because you've admitted that all along you're only speaking about the light spectrum. That means you were speaking about the light spectrum that we all know about. This ether
Wrong.
thing was just a name you were giving to it.
No, the light spectrum is just an excited modality of ether. Do you understand what that phrase means?
Now you're adding in this ether thing.
I'm not
outside
adding
of
anything
but
in.
that
This has
means
been my position
ether
for
is
7 years.
outside. But that means that ether is now outside of the light spectrum.
You guys keep saying I'm adding stuff in. Rate of perceived illumination, rate of induction, ether perturbation. Light is nothing more than an excited version of the ether.
You're adding something
Has
in
been my
that
position
we
for
have
5
no
years.
evidence for.
It's been my position for over 5 years. Stop
Hold
claiming
on.
I'm just now
Brian
making
and
it up and
Witsit.
adding to it.
You both stop. Eli, stop.
lying.
Everyone stop. Getting audio chaos. Eli's contributing to it now. Okay. You're telling us that light is a perturbation in the medium of ether, and it's always there.
Yeah.
But earlier you told us that ether was the gaps between the particles when working outside the convention that describes gas pressure in a volume, and your justification was to say that you can't have nothing, and inferred that Brian was saying that something is nothing when he describes the absence of stuff. When you say
Which is nothing.
it's a perturbation through the ether, what you say the ether is the conjuring of something from nothing when describing the gaps between gas particles. So it can't be a... I'm just summarizing.
Worse than that.
It can't be
When
a...
did I say it's something from nothing? Because I don't think nothing
When you
can exist.
specifically and explicitly told everybody here that ether was the gaps between the particles because you can't have nothing.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
Austin, you also said that light was the
From
medium.
nothing. That's just a blatant straw man. You're doing it on purpose because you have to try to make my position sound stupid because you can't rebut it. And to be fair, you'll never rebut
No, that
it.
was the implication of what you were saying. You also stated earlier that light was the medium, and now you're saying ether is the medium. Right? When you refer to ether, are you just referring to the light spectrum? End off. Nothing extra.
No.
Just the light spectrum.
Nope.
So you're not.
No, the light spectrum is just an excited version.
So when I spoke about
of...
radiation in between the molecules, 1 second. So when I spoke about radiation in between the molecules, you're saying there's something else in there as well as radiation, and this is ether.
No, the radiation is an excited version of the ether. What's so confusing?
So now
I
you just
gave you a guitar string analogy, and you still don't get it. You don't get it with the analogy of the guitar.
And now he's just... hold on, Brian. Just both of you stop. It seems...
nonsense.
Stop a second. You're
nonsense,
ascribing stuff that we do know about to the gaps between the gas particles because you can't have nothing. and you're calling that ether. Now you're just describing various different effects to this something you've conjured from nothing. You're just randomly ascribing effects to it. Light. Well, that's the something that's caused by or already in existence because of the something I conjured from nothing. You call ether. Now, ether doesn't exist. You conjured it from nothing. When we asked you to give your logical proof, and you weaseled your way about saying, well, I'm not saying it's ether, then we tied you down explicitly to it being ether, and your ether that you said you proved logically was the gaps between the particles because you can't have nothing. Shite. Now you're appealing to other effects being caused by it. Shite. What the get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, dickhead. You're a dipshit.
Radiation.
And you know what happens is when Oakley does
Get the fuck out of here. You're a dipshit. Get the fuck out of here, man. What the fuck are you doing here? You're a wanker.
Look what they
Wasting our fucking time.
Yeah, because
You're
every
switching,
single
Austin,
time
between
that this happens,
ether
you
and
have to
radiation.
censor my ability to correct the record, and that is very telling. That's what Globers do to me. That's literally what anti-flat earthers do to me. They slander.
This is non-responsive. I've just pointed out that he conjured something from nothing and is now ascribing effects to that something he conjured from nothing, and he's appealing to format. Again, we're back into this non-responsive diatribe from Witsit.
You're creating ether.
I corrected that straw man 3 times.
You're trying to claim ether outside of the light spectrum. Then you're claiming the light spectrum is ether.
No, there's no thing. It's been my claim the whole time.
You need to,
No.
and then you're separating ether from the light spectrum when you need to, and then you're calling the light spectrum ether when you need to.
I feel like if I gave you 50 grand, you could have still made.
Here we go. He's got 2-7 offsuit again. It's back to his bets because he's absolutely buggered.
Hey, bro, yeah, Brian. Here's the bet. Here's the bet.
No bets. You're fucked. You're talking total shit. You conjured something from nothing and called it ether, and are now ascribing effects to that something you conjured from nothing. The gaps between particles of gas.
Don't like to straw man people in that
Why is
situation.
Oakley talking right now? Brian, you just claimed I had to claim they're separate and then claim they're the same thing at different times when it suits you.
Yeah, you're switching. You're switching up.
Okay,
Yeah.
give a specific example of when it is that I claim that they're separate things.
Because when I asked you a few minutes ago, I said, so when you're claiming that there's just, I said, are you claiming there's just radiation energy between the molecules? And you said no.
That's right, because they're the same thing.
So
right?
that means you're separating. That means
in
there's
the
something else there that you're claiming.
Witsit, shut up. Witsit.
Energy or not?
Hold on, Brian.
Okay, you're just making it worse.
Well, you're just rumpusing the shit out of him by agreement. So as he summarises how you've separated them, and he gets to the point where he details it. Yeah, that's where I separated. No, fuck you, man. Shut up. He's proving how fucking wrong you are. And what, is it agreement by rumpus? So people can't hear how he points out your dumb fuckery and disingenuous doublespeak. Yeah, he's pointing out, and you think that by agreeing through the top of him, that's a reasonable tactic, you wanker. Brian, I'll keep this asshole off you as long as I possibly can while you summarise your point of his doublespeak. He thought he could rumpus you by agreeing through you like a wanker.
Are you all such feminine little girls? You don't.
Here we go again. Appeal to us being women. Projection much, bitch. Projection much, bitch. Yeah, you were agreeing with him though, weren't you, bitch?
I check my own.
Yeah, you were agreeing with Brian, weren't you, bitch? You were agreeing with him, but yet you wanted to rumpus him by agreement? I'm trying to stop you doing that, you little bitch.
I'm sorry, I thought you were done when you go ahead.
No, I was tearing you off Brian as he ripped you a new asshole. You just couldn't tolerate it and started agreeing through the top of him. What, the fact that you were wrong and you were speaking in both sides of your mouth? No, it's that bitch move where, so long as we can put some distance between the fact he was talking out both sides of his mouth, the fact Brian was summarising, if he can just rumpus it by agreement, yeah, you're right, I'm a disingenuous shit. Shut up. Go ahead, Brian. Rip him a new one.
All right, buddy. Try to get a girlfriend. Go ahead.
Yeah, go and run off. Fuck off. Run. Never come back to the community.
Okay, yeah, you're dictating if I'm in the community.
Yeah, I'm fucking dictating to you, you total
hilarious.
cunt. Yeah, you're a lying little cunt. We've proven it here multiple times, Witsit, you lying little cunt. I'm saying you don't come back to this community that I cherish and love and would never lie to. You've done nothing but given us a tirade of lies since you've been here. I'm telling you, don't abuse my community. This is abuse of my community that you're doing, Witsit.
my community. I'm a narcissist. It's
Yeah, my community. It's not narcissism. It's a lot of effort that I put into not lying to them, not speaking out both sides of my mouth, and not rumpusing people who point out my disingenuous use of my double-speak forked tongue like you're doing. All you're doing is appealing to format constantly. Yeah, I am dictating, fuck off out of my community of flat earthers who like truth and don't like liars and disingenuous scumbags like you. I am telling you, yeah.
Just to clarify, Flat Earth is your community?
I have built a community of flat earthers who are not shithead, disingenuous, believing fuckers like you. I want you, the liar, cunt, out of my community of flat earthers. Yes, you aren't part of that community because you're a lying cunt.
Okay, sounds good. So just to specify, you mean your little, like, corner...
Sorry, do you want to stutter around an example when we've demonstrably shown you to be a lying cunt every second that you've been here? Because you're stuttering and stammering about my demands to get the fuck out of my community because you're a liar won't change.
I have avoided your community for 4 years now.
You're grifting off that flat earth community. It's the flat earth community you grift off.
Wait, how do I... Hey, can you define grifting?
Get the fuck out of my community, grifter.
Define grifting.
Grifting, telling people that they've got a false hope in ether when you can't prove it and you claim it by suggesting that you've proven it by saying nothing can't exist, therefore it's ether. That's fuckwit, disingenuous lies, and I want you to get the fuck out of my community because of it.
Oh, so you don't know what grifting means. Okay.
You're a fucking grifter. You earn money from that shit fraud that you can't prove.
Okay, yeah.
That's a grift.
Okay, Oakley, you realize we...
Yeah, that's a grift. I do know what grift means. You earn fucking money from lying to people about this shit you conjure from nothing. Grifter.
Really?
Get the fuck out of my community, you disingenuous grifter.
Give me an example of when I told someone to send me money and I lied to them.
You earn money from this shit. That's how you earn money.
Yeah, so do you. So do you.
So you've just asked me to give an example of where you earn money, and when I give you one, that's how you earn money. You go, so do you. So yeah, that's how you earn money, because you grift off this lie. You are a grifter. That proves it by saying, oh, well, so do you earn money. I don't lie to people and double speak them with a forked tongue, speaking out both sides of my mouth. You do. That's why I'm telling you to get the fuck out of this community that relies on truth. You don't have that, Witsit. That's why I'm telling you, while you talk through me like a bitch, to get the fuck out of my flat earth community. You're not part of it, because you're a liar.
Okay, duly noted. Brian.
Now get the fuck out of my community. That means I'm going to serve and mute you permanently. Get the fuck out. Leave. Never return. Piss off. Nobody wants to talk to you. You're a disingenuous scumbag fucker, and I don't want you in my community. This is where we say goodbye. Piss off. Never return. You're a total disingenuous lying scumbag, and you've grifted off this community long enough. Don't come back.
Witsit wins.
About time.
Get out of my community. Yes, it is my community, and I've dedicated my life to it. Yes, I've built a community of flat earthers who respect truth and do not believe the forked lies of people like Witsit, who doublespeak and lie in literally the same breath. We'll go to the mainstream definition of light as a wave. Okay, well, let's do that like you avoided earlier. I didn't mean mainstream when I said mainstream. It's just an outright liar. I hate him for his lies.
Come on, Eli, you got it.
Well done, Brian.
Without that.
The funny thing is, we only started the first 2 or 3 minutes of tonight's show. It's going to be funny because we've got this was only supposed to be 2 or 3 parts. It's a long bit showing the complete contradictions as they continue. But it's going to take months, isn't it? If 2 minutes takes 8 hours and we've got 2 hours, this is going to be fun, boys and girls, isn't it? Eh?
It just pisses me off that so many people have been duped again. Every one of them fell out of the globe lie straight into the frying pan of ether lies. And they've invested so much in it that they'd rather call themselves retarded than concede the doublespeak lies of Witsit. It is unbelievable how deep this goes. I'm aghast. I've been told it for years. oh, this is what will happen. This is how deep it'll go. And here we are, exactly as predicted by people like Brian and QE and Adam. Absolutely right on cue. There's people literally calling themselves retards rather than conceding that, no, he's contradicted himself. No, it can't have a journey. I have fought against people who've said it's got a journey. I need to argue for it's got a journey. Let's make a £10,000 bet that it's got movement. You know, like, it's really fucking happening. I cannot quite believe my ears.
I have to say, come on, Simon.
Why nobody took Witsit's bet?
Because the bet was a red herring.
Then you should have took it.
Sorry, it's bet that Light definitely has movement.
We don't even know.
We spent an entire.
The bets were changing as it was going. Go on, sorry.
We spent an entire live show pointing out that Witsit's rhetoric is that he wouldn't dare argue for there being travelling movement of light. Yeah, that was his entire rhetoric. And he even started his time here now, in this after show or whatever you want to call it, telling us he fights against people who use the example of movement through vacuums to prove ether. That's his opener. That was his opener here. Then he's asking me to bet on him being able to prove the movement of light. And you're saying, why didn't you take that bet? Because the bet and its pure existence proves beyond all doubt that Witsit is a liar, a lying shit. His opening gambit that he fights against people who use light movement as a proof. Meanwhile, he's making a bet with me that he can prove it moves. Do you understand?
Yeah, it's kind of a poker tale, isn't it? It's kind of a, I bet you 50 million, whatever, that my cards are the best cards. This kind of thing. And it's kind of like trying to put the chest out and be intimidating kind of stuff with a load of money. You know what I mean? It's nothing. It's like, why do we need to bring money into it? Why can't you just prove what you're stating? But we got to the bottom of it. That's what I suspected in the past. We got to the bottom of it. It's just, he's stating it's radiation energy, and ether is radiation energy. He's just chopping and changing the names. And then radiation energy and ether are separate. So they're separate when it suits him, and they're the same thing when it suits him. So, and it's all happening in a place you can't see, so he can basically make it however he wants. That's basically all I could get out of it.
Yeah, go ahead, AI.
Y'all should have took his bet if he's a liar. Nobody did.
No, when
What
you're
was his bet?
presenting, when you're,
what's the
I'll tell you
point?
the bet.
AI.
Bet of a liar.
AI, then the guy at the top of the Discord server, then Adam.
So someone asked what the bet was. The bet was that he could prove that light affects the world in a wave-like motion, and as it passes through sensors. And now the demonstration in question was they passed light down kind of tube. It had sensors that were arranged in like a radial pattern, that they could read the light as it passes through the tube, and they were getting like the top sensor would go, then the bottom sensor would go, then the top sensor would go, then the bottom sensor would go, or if they polarize it differently, the left sensor would go, the right sensor would go. So they were getting like what would appear to be left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. So if light was giving off the energy equally in all directions, it should have hit all the sensors uniformly as it went down the tube. But it didn't, and if you chart that out, it would appear to look like a wave. Now, doesn't necessarily mean that light is a wave, because it could be a corpuscle that in itself is emitting energy as it passes along in different directions for any given period of time. There's all different ideas about the way light works in regards to the ideas of polarity and the transverse wave nature. He needs it to be a mechanical wave in the nature in which a water wave is contingent upon the water being present, which I don't necessarily think that his test at one with the tube specifically proves that.
He doesn't need it to, does he? He just needs a shred of proof that it's got movement, and therefore his point's been proven in his mind, because he's got a vague example with movement in it.
Who gives a shit about his mind?
It was
Yeah.
Sacred's turn after AI, guys.
We got the guy at the top who was waiting, then Adam, then Flatsy. Guy at the top, I can't pronounce that. It's in symbols.
Then Brian.
No, it's good. I'm about to dip out of here anyway, but it was just interesting. If y'all swear he a liar, and if he said, hey, I'll bet that I could prove my claim, why not just expose him by taking his bet and taking his money? Then it would have been a done deal.
He claimed to have a logical proof.
Nobody took it.
He claimed to have a logical proof. That's what he claimed. And we went through it, and he doesn't have. He's hijacking radiation energy. That's what he's doing.
You
And
want to
even
make a
within,
wager? You want to make a wager with a liar? Is what you're
Yeah,
saying?
it's. I was just about to say that.
I'm 15th in the queue. Yeah, guys, look at what's going off. Right?
What are we in second grade on the playground?
Yep.
I've bit my tongue, but this is infuriating.
Exactly, Huey.
Thank you, Neil. Go ahead, Adam.
There was a point earlier. What are we trying to prove, gentlemen? It's kind of where I went quiet. Whether this guy is a liar, or whether or not ether is the occupying entity of nothingness between atoms. You had this guy on the ropes, and you've spent 2 hours arguing those nuances. He's a liar. He's a scrote. To the gentleman, you didn't take his bet. Why would you take the bet of a liar? He's a liar. Yeah? He's putting money down in his bet that he hasn't got, he couldn't substantiate. You've got the balls as a real man. You wouldn't say, I'll give you 50 grand to 100 grand. Yeah? Unless you can actually back it up. He's full of shit, this gentleman. He's been let me finish. He's been demonstrated to be a liar. At the point that he was being demonstrated to be a liar, which is the beginning of the show, is the point he ran in. Okay? Why did he run in? He ran in to create confusion, which he's done very skillfully. All of it to detract from the fact that he's a liar. Proven. And he's a very skilled liar, as lots of good, honest people have been distracted to prove what interstitial space is and whether or not that's got anything to do with this liar. Because fundamentally, whatever interstitial space is, I wouldn't trust the word of Witsit. That's the point, ladies and gentlemen. Will you take this man's word moving forward? Because from my perspective, as he has demonstrated, it's worth shit. Now, whatever the topics with regards to reality we want to discuss moving forwards, we should do so with the knowledge that we're not talking to each other, knowing that one of us is a liar. And that's why Nathan says, I don't want you in this community. I don't want him here. He's of no benefit because every word that comes out of his mouth, I've got to think, is that truth? Is that a lie? Is that to propagate his own beliefs against things that he knows to be true? As he's demonstrated tonight. We should be done with this gentleman. Yeah. And hopefully tonight's that lesson. Unless you're a bit thick and you didn't actually hear what went off tonight. I'm done.
Yeah, man. Look, to him proposing or or betting anybody anything has nothing to do with the fact that he was demonstrated that he's a demonstrated liar. You know that, right? Like, because you're saying if he's a, it's like when ballers say if it's flat, right? But no. We literally played audio of him lying, and now you're saying, well, if he's a liar, why didn't you take this other bet? Well, first of all, he already lied, and that's already proven. I don't know why y'all don't care about that. It's like, well, yeah, maybe he lied before, but we're talking about today. Well, he lied today too. I don't get it. I don't get y'all.
Same reason people would ask me, oh, get Rumpus to come back on the show. I'm like, no, we got rid of Rumpus when he was caught like exactly the same as Witsit's been caught today, between a rock and a hard place, where he has to double speak his way around two completely different contradicting positions. And when those positions are put to him verbatim, his response is, that's a straw man. You know, like, what, when we point out the contradiction? And then when he says, yeah, it's amazing that I've got to hold this double negative position to make my point elucidated. You're like, he's literally laughing at you while he's pissing down your back now. Yeah, that's right. I've got to hold a complete contradiction to elucidate my point. That's what he said. Yeah? He's laughing at you while he's pissing down your back, like Rumpus does. That's what Rumpus used to do. And for the same reasons I got rid of Rumpus from the debate, there's still people out there now. Oh, have him back. It was loads of fun. What, him lying through his back teeth to us? No, at the point that he can't cope and has to say, yes, geometric horizon. No, it isn't geometric. It's only in the maths. Yeah, it is physically the geometric horizon. No, it's not. No, it's not. When he's doing that, like Witsit did tonight, you go, I cannot fucking trust a single word you say anymore. There's no point ever talking to you again.
Flatsy, you had something to say?
I just think that I guess just my summary of the night is that it was just a train wreck in here. Nobody could hear anything most of the time. Everybody wanted to talk. Everybody wanted to put their 2 cents in, to the point where nobody got anything from this except just a bunch of irritation. So I really wanted something to. I know it's not going to happen, but I wanted it to at least be addressed, his position, and that position being torn apart. But I know what his position is outside of the Discord here, because I've heard him give his position a bunch, and I try to go after the claims myself on other platforms. So uh, I would say maybe I don't know how to fix this. I don't think there is a right answer.
Can I address you there, Flatsy, on that response? It doesn't matter what his position is. We've demonstrated he's a liar. He's of no benefit to us people that are here who admit we don't know this stuff, but we're trying to figure it out. But what I have learned in this journey is that to use the word or to engage with known liars is of no benefit to me. Yeah, that's what
I agree.
that
Yeah.
yeah, and that's the point Nathan's made, and of the and kind of this point and the message to the community. If you want to go out there and figure shit out, don't listen to people that tell you things that they can't substantiate. That's what got us here in the first place. Yeah, and that's I don't care about Witsit. I wish him all the best in life as a person, yeah? But he's a liar. And in terms of within this realm, he's demonstrated to us all tonight, multiple times, that his word's worth nothing. Yeah. Now, I'm not always going to be right. Sometimes I'm a little bit drunk, like probably now. Yeah. But at least my word's worth something to you guys. There's a reason to engage with me because at least I'll be honest with you. This gent's demonstrated to us all that's not the case. Now, in what other walk of life, other than this weird flat earth community, yeah, would you engage with somebody that constantly pisses in your face and shows that every word they say is a lie? You
I think
wouldn't.
that's the thing, that's our experience with Witsit. But I think that there was a lot of people in here that are your run of the day mill etherites that we run into out there in the wild, that could have used the whole thing being parsed out so that they can make a informed decision instead of just blindly
We
believing
did.
Witsit.
I did
Brian,
parse it out.
that's what Brian did.
Yeah,
It
but
took
just
2
don't
friggin' hours.
I did parse it out. Hold on. I did parse it out. How many times did we listen to it?
Yes,
4.
yeah, you demonstrated him to be a liar, absolutely, and I agree because I've heard everything to come from both sides of the argument. But there are people that were in here that haven't necessarily heard both sides of the argument.
There's a point.
What I would say
Isn't he only
It's
a
not an
liar enough?
argument. There's no argument here. He's just a liar.
Huey, I hold an office that actually demonstrates the contrary. We bothered, right? As guys, even though we knew it was bullshit, we alluded to earlier, we knew it was bullshit, but as we sat, didn't we, in a little powwow, Well, we've got to at least engage with this. This is a big part of the flat Earth community. It's part of this. One of us idiots, yeah, and that's where the role of the emissary was, is to actually go out there and engage and learn the rhetoric, which is why you heard earlier. I can smell it, yeah, when that guy came in early on, yeah. We bothered. It wasn't like we're dismissive of this because we admit we don't know stuff. So you look at these things, is there something behind it? And remember the video we're playing tonight is 2 years ago. Their argument has not progressed. It's diminished, if anything. Yeah. Well, that's not the world we're in. We're not hopers, but these guys are dragging us back. They're dragging us back from what we've already achieved. And they drag us into a world of ridicule from the people that we might wake up from a ball, because they give an excuse to ballers who are just normies, yeah, when they look at it and go, oh yeah, but they believe in ether. What's that? Oh, it's basically gravity. Yeah, so they're just
Yeah, and
retards.
even when I've even tried to like contend with Witsit on a normal way, like what if I go and have a conversation with anybody, just to have the conversation. He's called me a glober. He's insulted my intelligence. He didn't get that from me. I didn't do that to him, but that's exactly his tactic every time in these conversations. But you couldn't tell because everybody was doing it. So I got my mom voice on right now.
Look at why I saw
I
my
have to
art.
agree with
Right,
Flatsy a second.
go on,
Just
Brian.
one
Sorry.
second. Right, just a second. Right. Witsit has often been shown to doublespeak, right? And he's been shown to doublespeak constantly for the past couple of years. But that doesn't make the ether not real. And that's the thing. There's people who believe in the ether. That's why I tried to get it down tonight to his logical proof, because that's what he's claiming he had. He was claiming he didn't have scientific evidence, but he did have a logical proof. That's where I was trying to go with it. Now, himself and Nathan ended up at loggerheads, so didn't completely finish off, but we got kindly down to it. And that's what I wanted. Exactly what you're saying, Flatsy, because it's the same thing over and over again. And Austin keeps on. When push comes to shove, if he can do it, he'll try and give you a red herring to follow. That will be followed up by how you're somehow doing something wrong to him. You have to ignore all that stuff and just stick on the topic. When you stick on the topic, he has to answer. And now his answer now might be different, might be a direct contradiction to his answer to the same question in 30 seconds. But it's easy for everyone to remember that. I mean, so I understand your position. That's what I wanted to. Because there's still a lot of people out there who believe in it. It's like showing them that he's willing to doublespeak doesn't make it not real. He's very good. He's a silver-tongued devil in that way, isn't he?
Yep. He's a moron.
But he has an ability.
Yeah. He's a moron. If you listen to him closely, he's a fucking idiot.
No, he's not. He packed up the most PhDs than anybody.
He's a fucking moron.
I mean, because basically, let's not.
He's a retard. Yeah, wait. Just wait. Just wait. This isn't over. All we're in is 2 minutes in. Just wait.
Yeah, let's not really glaze past the fact that
The lion part.
He's kind of saying that ether is everything. I mean, he said it's light. It's also the movement or the propagation or whatever.
Yep.
Different modalities of the
can
same
somebody
thing.
define modality for me?
But you mama's boys, right? You guys like to speak like this, so I can see why y'all would pipe up for him.
That's fine.
Okay, well, anyway, I thought for...
He's a fucking liar.
He is.
did claim that light is the medium.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't his first story. That there was the medium that was ether that the light needed. That was his first story out the gate.
Yeah,
Not today. 2 years ago. He's a shapeshifter. I told you what he was. He's an incoherent shapeshifter. Mr. Magoo Ether Clown. I'll tell you what he is.
Modality.
Yeah.
You asked for.
Yes, I asked for that. What is a modality?
You're gonna. The reason I interject because I know you're gonna love it. Modality is a term used in various fields, including philosophy, linguistics, and logic, to describe the way in which something is expressed or presented.
That's amazing.
I didn't invoke the word. Just recognize what you invoke when you use it. Modality is not an invocation of reality. It's not a description of reality. It's not a unit of reality for you objectively to observe reality. It is a term used in various fields, including philosophy, linguistics, and logic, to describe the way in which something is expressed or presented. Yeah. When we use that term, and it's used, this modality, it's just it's wanker bullshit, guys. It's really frustrating to hear that some wanker would use that word. Yeah. There's no need to, because it just shows you're no longer talking about reality. I'm getting a little bit irate, but it's been an irate evening. Yeah. But look at the words. I genuinely, I don't give a flying shit about Ether. What I care about is somebody who's influential in our community who's a liar, a proven liar. Deal with that. Fuck gives a shit what he's lying about. Yeah? Get him out and then deal with what the truth is. But you'll never get to the truth while there's a fucking proven liar in there. Oh, slightly angry.
I need to. I need to go. I need to go to bed. I'm sure Adam does too. Sorry, Guy. I'm just going to say bye to everyone. I'm sure Adam needs to toddle off to bed too. It's like 2:30 in the morning almost here.
I do, but it
Nathan.
is. It's a good night, Nathan, actually. Yeah.
Good night.
Because we are all frustrated. We've had enough. I've had enough. I've had enough in like arguing this nonsense. That's what I'm asking you to draw a line under, guys. Yeah?
That's Brian.
Just stop juggling bollocks. Yeah? Just move forwards with what we know. Don't live in a world of bullshit that drags you back, that makes you look like idiots. Yeah? Because you're just believing in bollocks. Just like, which is, frankly, the baller has more substantiability behind it. Yeah? Instead of this crap. It drags us back. We're better than that. It's not how we got here. More importantly, we got
Well,
it
that's
through
a
truth.
shape-shifting Mr. Magoo, ether clown, double-speaking lion, sewer rat, shits at zero. He projectile diarrhea motor mouse with baseless assertion after baseless assertion fallacy, interspersed with mind-numbing, contradictory, made-up horseshit. Then Nancy Fag objects when people stop him. Then doth protest, why art thou interrupting me? This is all he's got. That's it. It's just nonsense. He's a fucking liar, right? This is patently obvious from the beginning of the show. I mean, get a fucking grip, right? Now, let's go after some more logical proofs in physics. That's what I want to discuss.